Live in the afternoon, it's Courtney. Does she know that she's here? But look at those ankle socks. I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. I need to learn how to read. I'm so keep I like jostled my bosoms out of place. I did not do it! That sounds like me when I play the recorder. You can't tell the difference, can you? But being gay. I forgot to put my contact lenses in. Oh, buddy. And then, yeah, and then my mouse, like right as I was here on time, but then my mouse wasn't working. So anyway, my contact lenses are in now. And that's what's important. All right, everybody, hello. Let's say hello before we I don't really have like a monologue to break down for you guys as far as what's going on in life. Well, I guess in a way I might, because I did have acupuncture yesterday. And she adjusted my hips, and holy crap, I saw Jesus's eyes. Like woo! It felt like somebody sprayed WD-40 on my hips and knees when I left. I was like, "Oh my god, I can take on the world." It was incredible. I was also a little nervous though, because I could tell that I wasn't like the way that I'm used to like walking, the way I hold my body and stuff like that. I was like, "Oh, this isn't my body doesn't like this. I have to adjust." So there was that. But yeah, I feel like a whole new woman, but I definitely need my body is like screaming in pain because it's like you're doing a lot of things wrong. You have to change that. So I'm like trying to stretch a lot and like move around a lot more. So hopefully I don't have to adjust my hips ever again. So life update. Anyway, let's say hello. Hello, Sa. Hello. And Gabriel Loken. Hello. Hello. Where the fuck? Sorry. Okay, we're going to do this. Hold on a second. My earbud was talking to me for no reason. It just kept telling me like right channel, like that my right earbud was in. So I had to change it. And yes, I know it looks like that was my left ear, but my camera is mirrored. Anyway, moving on. Kyriar, hello. Healer, I think your account got hacked last night. You were way too nice to see. Hi, Healer. Hello, Frank. And AV Tom. What up? And Connor is here. Hello. We'll be listening and lurking. All right. Well, everybody be on your best behavior or something or whatever. Or I don't know, be on your worst behavior. Maybe it'll give him a laugh. I don't know. Actually, yes, let's all be on our worst behavior. I think that'll be more fun today. Lounge Zinger. Hello. All right. Well, guess what, everybody? This is episode 61 of Babbling, Courtney, Brooke, and I just punched my microphone. I need to get a lavalier microphone because I move around and I hit the microphone too much. When the dogs are around, they hit the microphone too much. It's just a lot. We need to we need to get some equipment to navigate around the retardedness of this this household. Wait, actually, hold on. Speaking of being retarded, I think we need a change of background. Okay, how do I? What if I just did? Yeah, there we go. Does that look stupid though? What if? Dang it! I need to center it more. I need to make a little adjustment on that. But we are in the Republic of Tatarstan. Ah! Yeah, I need to adjust it so that it's like above my head, I think. All right, yeah, I'm going back. I'm going back to a different background because we are in the Republic of Tatarstan, but it needs to be more obvious. So that'll be a part of my homework this week is to adjust that. All right. So today, you guys, a couple of things that I want to touch base on. One, I'm pretty sure the Waco siege was fake. Not actually fake, but it was planned. It was staged, and Timothy McVeigh is alive. Yes. But before we talk about that, because I know maybe, there are some people who probably want to discuss this, and I'm going to give them a chance to trickle in. Do you remember Rochelle? Wow, I'm already screwing this one up. Her name's not Rochelle. Her name's Michelle. Do you guys remember Michelle Trachtenberg? I remember her the most from Gossip Girl, but she was, what was it, Harriet the Spy? She was, let's see here. Yeah, right there. It is trending. She passed away. Yeah, she died. Isn't that so awful? It's crazy. I like at first I was like, this is a prank. I feel like I do that though every time it's announced that someone died. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yes. That was I am like, I know there was a big one, even bigger than her Gossip Girl role. She was such a good actor and she was so pretty, but like what the Does anyone know the details though? There's a bunch of headlines on this now, but I'm not seeing anything that is like specifying what happened, like how she may have passed away. She had a liver transplant recently, and it's probably complications from that. That is fucking awful. That's really bad. And honestly, like, yeah, you're probably right. Like, because it's not, it doesn't matter if you take anti-rejection medications, your body can still reject it. It's so sad. The organ transplant situation is really awful. Not that it's, I mean, it can be life-saving for people, but it's just such a gamble. And you're putting, I mean, people go through so much. I mean, and what even makes it even worse is that, like, if you are trying to get an organ transplant, there's even a committee that you have to go before. Now, I don't know if you have to do this for every situation. I just know somebody who had to go before a committee and like basically prove that they deserve it. But she also was an extremely heavy alcoholic and had liver cancer because she abused her liver so badly. So I don't know if that was why she had to go before that committee of strangers to decide whether or not she was allowed to get an organ transplant. It could be different if there are people out there that just simply were like, they have autoimmune diseases, or they just have an illness that they can't control. Like if they have lupus or something to that effect, and need a kidney transplant. But like, either way, I mean, that is such a shitty situation to be in. To just need an organ transplant. Oh. She looked 60 years old. Did she? Let's look it up. Oh, yeah, I mean, I hate, God, Google search. This picture is not looking too hot. It does look kind of not so good. Oh, that's rough. She looks a lot like Kat Dennings here. Like an extreme, not that Kat Dennings wasn't like, or isn't like a fit person, but like just like an extremely thin, maybe slightly older Kat Dennings. She just has like, I don't know, there's something about her look there that kind of has a Kat Dennings vibe. That's just really upsetting though, because we all remember her from so many things from like the early 2000s. And it's just, I mean, seeing that, I was like, there's no way that this is real. But then like almost pretty much everybody from the cast of Glee, except for the guy that played Puck because he deserved it. When it was announced that they died, I was like, oh my God, what? What? I don't even remember their names now, but because the first one was that dude, the one. Anyway, a gaunt Kat Dennings. Yeah, she just looked like a lot like Kat Dennings, but like very, very just there's like I think it's just the aesthetically, like she doesn't look like her. She just has like an aesthetic there that kind of reminded me of her. Kat Dennings has nice boobs, dude. That woman has an incredible rack. Let me tell you. Pedro, was there somebody named Pedro that on Glee? I don't remember him. No, but it was the guy that like he like played football and. Mr. Schuster was all weird and creepy because he listened to him singing in the showers at the school and like approached him in the locker room like a creep. Then he dated his character dated Leah Michelle's character, and then I think they dated in real life or something. What the hell was his name? I keep wanting to say Glenn something, but I don't know if that's his name. I mean, I don't know. Finn. Yes, he played Finn. What in the hell was his real name? The Glee Curse. Yeah. The girl that played Santana, that one was like insane to me. Her poor little baby was on that little boat thing that they took out and she drowned. Yikes. But anyway, yeah, so just wanted to start the show off on a really sad note. Corey Monteith, Carrie R, thank you. Carrie here is to this show what I sometimes am to Keanu. If I don't know what's going on or certain information, Carrie is here to help us out. I love that. I would gladly have Kat Dennings' baby. That's beautiful, deranged lunatic. Good to see you. Oh, buddy. NZ guy, hello. Welcome. Oh, remember the personal chef that mysteriously drowned at Barack Obama's house? No one ever talks about that. I know. And here's the thing. Hold on a minute. I need to look this up. I don't know what my problem is. I was like, I'm definitely going to talk about this. And then I didn't save any of it, I don't think. I'm not even. Okay. Did I bookmark that? I did not. Well, whoops. Stop. I hate it. Ah. So this guy, this is why I think, so let's just take a little shift because you reminded me. I thought he fell down an elevator shaft. The Obama's chef, no, he drowned mysteriously. I'm really depressed now. Sorry. Well, wait, Kat Dennings, they're married to, she's married to Andrew WK. That's so cute. I remember for a little while there, she would post cute little things of them on Instagram. But I don't pay attention to anything on Instagram anymore. So I don't know how that's going. So this is why I think that Waco Siege is all fake and Timothy McVeigh is alive. Okay. Vince Foster. All right. Just look at this. When I learned about Hillary's corrupt Whitewater land dealer. Okay, wait, hold on. My name is Vince Foster. I was Hillary Clinton's lawyer. When I learned about Hillary's corrupt Whitewater land deal, which we've definitely heard quite a bit about that, I was so upset that I typed a Minecraft myself note, but did not sign it. And I shot myself in the back of the head twice, and then threw the gun in the bushes 50 yards away. And I said, oh, it triggered a memory because he knew about all of this the Whitewater stuff. And this is where the Waco Siege and Timothy McVeigh and all that have come into play. The documents regarding Whitewater and her very corrupt and illegal dealings in Whitewater. The documents for all of that were kept in the Oklahoma City building that was bombed by Timothy McVeigh. Now, remember, Timothy McVeigh claimed, this is where we start getting connected, okay? Timothy McVeigh claimed that the reason why he did it was as a retaliation against the government for the Waco siege. I did see not too long ago that there was speculation that Timothy McVeigh was still alive, and I was like, okay, all right. Let's just chill out here. Like, we don't know what's true and what isn't, whatever. And now, I don't know. And then with oh God, what was his name? Sam gave me all those links to the the call with the dude. What was his name? basically the guy that was like the first responder to the site at the Oklahoma City bombing, and how his whole his report got thrown away, and he essentially he was killed, I think, a year later or something like that. We have to go back and watch all of it now. And he was actually trying to recover everything from his statements and get everything on the record for, what he noticed and what he was witnessing. Because everything that he witnessed, everybody else who showed up way later with a narrative reported something completely different that would contradict everything that he said. So someone summoned me with whitewater. Hi, good night, mister. You showed up just in time. I was waiting for the homies to show up. Who's going to get Sam? Where's Sam? Yeah, his report didn't fit their narrative. Yeah, and so that's the thing, is that you have Vince Foster, who knew everything about Whitewater. He was Hillary Clinton's lawyer. He wanted to blow the lid off of what was happening there. All the documents regarding Whitewater were being kept in the Oklahoma City building. The next thing you know, the feds are very poorly investigating a child abuse case, and then they make up other stuff about guns, and they do a bunch of essentially illegal shit to justify blowing this house up and killing a bunch of people. And then Timothy McVeigh just hates everything that he sees, and so he goes and he wants to retaliate against the government by blowing up the very building that is holding all of the documents regarding Whitewater. Why does this sound like Donald Rumsfeld, September 10th, 2001? Oh, Push-Ups is not going to like that last statement that I just made. Oh, Push-Up showed up. Catching up at 2x speed. Just finished doing my assigned movie watching from Michaeline and Guinevere. Oh. Anyway, so yeah, Push-Ups does not agree with me that the government purposefully lost $2.3 trillion. He does not think that he thinks that the government loves us and would never do anything like that. And he doesn't find the timing of September 11th, 2001 to be suspicious at all. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. That the Patriot Act was put into place literally because the government loves us, and not because and they wanted to protect us from another September 11th. It's not that the September 11th was planned so that they could put something like the Patriot Act in place so they could spy on us. I saw the picture of McVeigh, and the guy they're saying is him. I forgot what he does, but I think he's military. Yeah, I actually don't remember a lot of the details because this was like a long time ago now. This was a few years back. And it was just like, I don't know, like I'm going to have to really look into this, and I'm not sure I fully care enough yet, because I didn't really care that much whether or not Timothy McVeigh was still alive. Like, all right, but now the more that I see like this whole connection between, oh wait, maybe the Waco siege wasn't really real. Maybe David Koresh was just another fall guy, and the Branch Davidians are not real. Like that whole cult is not real. And so we're supposed to be like, well, it's fine that the government did what they did because they were abusing children. Well, if they were abusing children, why in 6 months of investigations did they not find any evidence or anything from anybody stating that there was child abuse? You have people who are alive now who are like, yeah, this is what happened. There are people who survived it that are like, yeah, this is what happened. So They're talking about it now. Why didn't they talk about it then? Why did none of the children? Why were they not like, hey, we're going to take these 5 kids and we're going to bring them in this room and we're going to talk to them a bit and see what happens. The kids are going to blab eventually. 6 months, no one said a thing. And then Timothy McVeigh was some young kid. How old was he back then? Oh, I guess he wasn't that young. He was born in 68. Wait. Oh, no, he was young. Yeah, he was what, like 24 or something? Because when did Waco Siege happen? 92, 93? So he was like 24, 25. Huh. I don't know. Something's off. How can we have a black crack in your wall? Because it's because my lighting sucks. Well, my lighting sucks. I'm just bad at using it. Wait, what did I just say? My lighting doesn't suck. My lighting is good. I'm just bad at using it. Jesus Christ. Let's see here. Where? Trying to figure out like where it's at. Okay. There. I no longer have a black crack in my wall. No, let me out. No, you're stuck. I just wanted to pull up the Republic of Tartarstan one more time. Okay. What? I thought that background was real. My life is a lie. It is not. Check this out. This is what my background looked like just a few months ago, like back in like January and stuff. Could you imagine? Here I am, like, I'm a poor. You guys, I'm a poor. And I have a background that looks like this. And then in like just a couple of days, I was able to change it to this. But I'm like so poor. Wait, what? Does anyone remember this one? This was the one that I had my first, I think it was like my first, at least my first time on Zia's channel. It might have been my second one too. And I used to have it for, I used to use it on Simpcast, but I just keep forgetting to change it. Yeah. That's how the dogs end up floating. That's another thing is my dogs fucking float in the middle of the wall. When you did the Britney Spears outfit. Yeah, and my boobs matched the wall because the top was green. Oh, buddy. Ah. Sorry. Ow. I'm at the part where she's talking about some dead actress. Can't wait to see how this discussion seamlessly transitions into Timothy McVeigh. It doesn't. You're going to find out. Well, he's not there yet, but somebody tell Push-Ups to just hit the live button first and hear that he's going to find out that, well, he can find out on his own. Which one of your dogs is the sassiest? I guess Cricket. Because, I mean, Chungus is like the sweetest thing on the planet. She's such a sweet baby. And then Penelope is the leader of the Republic of Tatarstan, if you know what I mean. Yeah, she's missing part of her brain. So even if she doesn't really have an attitude. They don't really get attitudes. But I guess Cricket is probably just like the least well behaved because she knows better. Yeah. Paul's here. Hello. I'm in the middle of giving Bandit a haircut and saw you were live. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Everyone have a great show. Thank you. All right. You guys, everybody follow in Frank's footsteps, okay? Frank with the $20. Woo! Give her your money. She wants your money. Yeah. Give me your money. I want your money. I want your money. Give your money. What? Give me your money. Give me all your money. Listen, if you have money and you don't want it, like you could just give it to me. Yeah. You could. By the way, side note, ADD moment. I even took medication today, by the way, just to let you know, and this is what we're working with still. I was watching Miss Cherry Perez's video on dating. Woo! She watches a couple of TikToks from like liberal girls that hate like conservative guys. They don't like Trump supporters, yada yada. It is very interesting to watch her break everything down and basically point out to them like that. I'm sorry, but like, what you want, what you're asking for, is a more like right-leaning dude. Like she keeps saying conservative, and I mean maybe it is like technically a conservative guy. It's like, a dude who essentially has conservative values and just like more traditional values. It's just this is the way I look at it too, by the way, is you can be a part of like a more modern world and still understand the benefits of traditional of some of the traditional values, like understanding like there are just certain things that men do and that women do that are just more attractive to the opposite sex. It just is. Like I remember being super young and not thinking at all that it was important for a guy to like hold open a door or even like pay for a date, especially like right now. I think that the debate of like who pays is just, it's so stupid because if you are swiping on an app, that means you don't really know, you two don't know each other. And so expecting one person to pay for everything is like really rude if you don't know that person. It's one thing if you've like known each other for a little while, maybe you're on like a rec league, right? Like maybe you guys both play like, I don't know, soccer or softball or something, and or maybe you go to the same church, maybe you work together or whatever it is. Maybe you have like a similar group of friends. Like I met a guy way back in the day when I was in a band, and some of my bandmates were friends with these other people that were in bands. Well, those people also had other friends that were bands, and so there were a group of us that would end up playing shows together a lot. And that he was in one of those bands, I was in the other one, and there was like, overlapping social circles. And after about like 7 or 8 months of like getting to know each other, yeah, we went on a date. Now in that situation, we both still ended up paying for ourselves. But in that situation, I could see where like, if, the dude asks the girl out, they've known each other for a while, he knows he wants to go like on a date with her because he's already been getting to know her. Yeah, it would make sense that the guy paid. Sure. But if you're just swiping on an app, you don't know each other, you're still trying to figure out whether or not like you even like each other. No. I think that just is so stupid. Now, if the guy like has money, if he's like, and he insists, like he wants to pay, I mean, sure. And I'm just going to say, no matter what the situation is, if a guy is saying like, no, I want to pay for all this or whatever, yeah, that's, to me, I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued. This is kind of telling me like this guy, it tells me that the guy is interested in seeing me again. It doesn't tell me like, oh, he has so much money. It just tells me like he actually does have an interest. He's kind of making an investment here in a connection, I guess you could say. But also just like certain manners, like I mentioned before, holding open doors and stuff like that, that kind of chivalry, like it's noticed. And it definitely, even if a guy doesn't like, you know, if a guy doesn't pay for everything on the date, right? I pay for myself. If he's not holding open doors, it doesn't take points away necessarily, but when he does those things, it is very much noticed and is a lot more attractive. Women, I'm trying to think of certain things on a date that aren't like obvious. Like, yeah, don't like burp and fart on the date and shit. Like, hello. I don't know, because then like when it comes to being like in the relationship, letting him take the lead, and okay, I'll make I do the trad wife stuff. Like I make sure that dinner's on the table. I do like maintenance cleaning. Like I'll vacuum once a week and sweep and mop and whatever. Like yeah, he'll still like rinse off his own dish and put it in the dishwasher and what have you, like little things like that. But like I'm probably gonna be the one that's like cleaning out the sinks and then the showers and stuff like that. The girl burp video is no longer interested after hearing that. I'm just gonna tell you that a guy that is that like set on watching women burp, not for me. We all now have to be about finding out Courtney's band's name and get their indie album. Well, we did not end up releasing an album, but we were called Red Sonja with a Y. Pay up, we pay up, you put out. Why is this so complicated? I don't think that's a fair exchange. I don't see like you pay $30 for a meal and you get to have sex with my elite pussy. No, that's not a fair exchange at all for me. So no, don't pay for me then. Don't pay. Don't pay because my pussy is worth way more than that. We're not meant for each other. You're not meant to have sex with me then. Why did I think Courtney's maintenance cleaning was going to involve a razor? I don't shave, I wax. Well, I guess I shave my legs because my legs are my leg hairs are like very sparse and very thin and like you can barely see them. And which is also, I have to point something out. When people say that or shaving your hair like on any part of your body makes your hair like thick and black, that is a lie. Lie. I've been shaving my legs for 27 years. I would have dreadlocks on my legs if this were the case. Like, if I wanted thick black hair, why don't I just shave my head? It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. So this is what this is a myth that I'm gonna put to rest. Okay. This was something that was created about when essentially like estheticians were trying to push waxing. So like, well, it makes shaving your hair, your leg hair makes your hair so much thicker and darker. You can wax it instead, and then it'll make it thinner and lighter. And people start thinking this is real because they'll get waxed and they'll see that the hair looks a little bit thinner and more faint. And then they'll shave, and then suddenly it starts to grow in like as it used to. So it is a smidge thicker and a little bit darker. It doesn't become thicker or darker than what it originally started growing as, because A razor can't change your genetics. And that's another thing I want to point out. A razor doesn't have hair dye and texturizer in the razor. And even if it did, again, like, why am I going to a salon for any of that when I could just shave and change my hair texture? And no, there's formulas created to change the texture of your hair. There are formulas created to change the color of your hair. And those, you have to sit on your hair for an extended period of time, 30 plus minutes, in order for it to be effective. A razor can't just swipe. What happens is when you wax, it damages the hair follicle. Like next time you go to like shave anything, okay? If you're a man, you shave your face. A woman, if you shave, especially the like armpit hairs or pubis hairs, okay, the like thicker, darker ones anyway. Tweeze a few and look at the end of the hair. A lot of times, it's like, oh man, I've tweezed when I tweeze my armpit hairs. It's wild because like there's like the little ball at the end. It's like the follicle, it like attaches in, and sometimes there's like a bulb around it, and it's like almost like a string of goo, and sometimes it's like a little tiny little bit. My armpit hairs, for some reason though, those things are strong as F. They and like this the that like extra bulb thing is like sometimes really long. But since I've been like sugaring these hairs of mine, they are coming in thinner and a lot more, a lot fainter because the follicle is damaged. When you start shaving again, the follicle has a chance to heal and it goes back to normal. So no, it doesn't make your hair thick and black. It just brings your hair back to normal if you've waxed it or lasered it before. Anyway, here we go. Russell Hall with his shit. Likes burps versus really into butt stuff. What's worse? Well, I mean, how into butt stuff? Because if he's like extra into butt stuff, then he's just gay. Likes burps. I mean, the thing is that like he's whatever. He's not gonna like me either way. Like I don't know how to gauge this because all I can think, my autistic brain is just going like, this is never gonna work out. He's gonna hate me. Because like I drink a shit ton of sparkling water and I just don't burp that much. I don't know what it is. But like really into butt stuff, I guess would probably be worse because he's probably more aggressive in trying to get butt stuff. And I'm not interested I'm not into that. I guess like with liking burps, like that gives me a little bit more freedom to burp if I feel the need to, but he's going to hate me because I'm not going to really burp very much. All right, Russell, another $2. Shaving also gives you those pussy pimples. It can. You just have to exfoliate and like put a ingrown hair treatment thing on there. And then just if you do, just don't work out right away. Like if you just feel the need to work out right away, put a treatment on there that like is like an anti-pimple slash anti-pimple stuff is probably going to be a lot less expensive. And it's like the same shit, like a salicylic acid or something like that on it. And then immediately after the workout, just take a quick shower, even if it's not a full shower. Just take a quick shower, do a nice like physical exfoliation, like if you have like a scrubby pad or something like that, and like a loofah or something that's specific for that area, and just like exfoliate it, make sure it's cleansed and all that. Wait, what's this ingrown hair treatment stuff? Salicylic acid. There's like all sorts of stuff that you can get, because a lot of it though is really similar to like a pimple treatment, because that's basically like what it is. Like it's the same stuff that causes a pimple that would cause an ingrown hair. It's just there's also a hair there now too. So you just want to treat like the sebum. You want to make sure that that stuff's not like growing. What is it? Dry skin, oil, and bacteria. Those are the three things that create them, right? So you want to make sure that you're that you're exfoliating. Exfoliating gets rid of the dry skin. And then if you are cleansing, especially with something that's like kind of similar to like an acne treatment type thing, that's gonna kill the bacteria. That's gonna fight off the oil. And you can put something even like coconut oil. I know oil, but first of all, oil actually fights oil, right? So if you use a coconut oil, it's going to fight the sebum that your skin's creating. But it also has antibacterial properties in it, so it'll help fight that infection. And then it also, or not infection, but fight the, it'll help fight the bacteria. And then it also is hydrating, so it'll keep your skin from getting dry. So you can always slap a little bit of that on too. But especially if you're putting it on your face, you still want to make sure that you're putting like a regular like skincare routine on your face. So don't use coconut oil as a moisturizer. You can use that as like an after treatment when you cleanse and exfoliate an area to fight off ingrown hairs and or pimples. So anyway, here I am. You guys, we need to talk about the Waco siege. Here's how to fight off pimples. Shaving does not cause thick black hair. It just doesn't. Because like if you shave the surface, your hair doesn't grow from the surface of your skin. It grows beneath the surface. How is doing anything to the surface of your skin like how does that like change the follicle underneath? It doesn't. Also, I prefer sugaring to waxing because it can grip onto hair that is shorter, and it also can grip onto hair that is much finer and thinner. So you don't have to grow your hair out as long, and your hair doesn't have to be like super coarse in order for it to be effective. Whereas with waxing, a lot of times if your hair is too short or too thin, it'll just break the hair off instead of yanking it out. So the more you know. I don't exactly do a skincare routine. A basic skincare routine is just using a face wash, putting on some moisturizer and some eye cream. Just do that. I cleanse my skin. I use a hydrating toner, which has changed my life. I'm telling you, because I wasn't using one for a minute there, and the air was so dry. And I was like, God, my skin feels like it's cracking off. And so I started using a hyaluronic acid, which helped. But then I started using a hydrating toner. And thank God skincare is so inexpensive now. Because like your girl, this was already, I was like scared. I'm like, I don't know if I should buy all this. But the toner was like $10 and the hyaluronic acid was like 11 or something like that. So I was like, okay, this is not ideal to make these purchases, but better than the shit that I've had in the past. But yeah, so I'll wash my face and then I use a hydrating toner and I'll use a hyaluronic acid and I'll even put it up underneath my eyes because like that area can get very dry and you really want something super lightweight underneath the eyes or else it starts to press down. It makes you look older. And then, and then I'll use a moisturizer. I had to use the hyaluronic acid on my psoriasis. You guys, I look like a fucking leper. Like, do you see this? This has been here. I noticed it on Zia's show and it's still there. It won't go away. It's not as it's not as like itchy as it was. Oh God. I say that and I have like a spot that's itching. There's this one patch I've had on my boob. You can't even really see it very much. But can you tell that it's there? You can't really tell. It's been there all month. I need to get rid of this. I don't know how to get rid of it. Here's the thing. I've had random dry patches here and there. They're not, especially what I just showed on my stomach. It's never been like that before. It'll just be like one little patch somewhere and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Maybe my laundry detergent, even though I've been using free and clear laundry detergent for like 20 years. Um like maybe there's something up with my laundry detergent, or maybe there's something up with like my body lotion I'm using, or body wash, or I don't know. Um and usually it'll just go away in a little while. Like it'll take like, I don't know, a couple days and it goes away. This has been weeks. So apparently my mild psoriasis, which was misdiagnosed 25 years ago, is now becoming moderate, which don't want that. I need to get it back down to mild. How do we get it back down to mild? Man, having ADHD is insane. Good night, Mister, with a $9.99 skincare routine or something. I'm telling you, I used to use really expensive stuff where like one serum was like $130. I didn't pay for it though because I was working for the makeup brand, and I was like, I want that. So whenever they would give free stuff, I was like, that's the thing I want. It was incredible. I loved it, and they had these exfoliating pads that like they're amazing. Those things, I don't remember how much they cost, but it was definitely over $100. They had like a whole kit that was a really good deal for a $225, and you would get like 8 pieces in it, and but the amount you paid was for like 2 of the items. Like they're like, yeah, you're basically just getting like the serum and the eye serum, like you're paying for that, and then you get all this other stuff. But the makeup in it was not that, the makeup in that brand wasn't very good, but the skincare in that line was like, whew, it was awesome. It was just so pricey. Russell Hall with the $2. Nugget pouch, smooth glide or course ride. Okay, I see why Anna hates you. It's funny how I've gone on and on and on and on about sugaring and waxing and like proper care and all this stuff, and he still hasn't pieced together. I even straight up said like, "Oh, I don't shave, I sugar." Still doesn't know. Start piecing it together, Russell. Another $2. Get some sun. With $2, sir, I live in the Northwest. You think $2 is going to get me to a sunny spot? I mean, listen, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am a tard wrangler, and I just attract all the tards. I mean, hate might be a little strong, right? I hope so. I hope so. I remember one time, I think it was when Lila and Chrissy were in California and they were doing Simpcast from Anna's studio, and you super chatted something, and Anna was just like, "Fuck off, Russell." She sounded really mad. Wait, what the hell is sugaring? Sugaring it's very similar to waxing. Like you heat up the thing and then you smear it on and then you yank it off. But you do it reverse. You do it reverse. So like with waxing, you smooth it on in the direction of the hair growth, and then you press it down in that direction, and then you yank it in the opposite direction. Whereas with sugaring, you basically like lift up the hairs and you smooth it on in the opposite direction of hair growth, and then you yank it off in the direction of the hair growth. But it's a sugar-based formula, and it's like a little bit gooier, and so it can like grip onto shorter, thinner hair. Go to a tanning salon then. Sunlight equals vitamin D. For $2, sir, the last time I went to a tanning salon was in 2013, and it was $40. How much does it cost now? I don't know. Okay, maybe hate might not be too strong of a word. I hope she doesn't hate you. I know that it's all in fun. And I think she does too. Another $2. Courtney, stop arguing with me and get some sun. Not for $2, dodo brain. Is this guy? He's so retarded. Russell belongs here because he's so retarded. This is a good laugh, though. Oh, Isabella Live has a great point here. I like donating to Courtney's PayPal account. Hold on a second. Did you? Oh, wait. Did you? Oh, no. I keep forgetting that I have that stupid that dumb like moisture thing telling me that I have moisture in my charging port when I don't. And so it just makes me think I have a notification when I I guess I do, but I don't. Also, look at Boots. Isn't he such a good boy? That's my baby dog. I miss him so much. I was thinking about him so much yesterday. Like, cause Chungus is like, Boots wanted me to have her. I need to get some scissors. I own scissors. Okay. It's just, I need to cut this thing off. Boots wanted me to have her. I don't know if she's Boots reincarnated or if like Boots just wanted me to have her or whatever it is. But I was thinking about how different they are because he was so like, I want what I want and I want my mom to be the one to give it to me. If you are the one to give it to me, then it's not going to be satisfactory. I need my mom, and I'm only going to be happy if my mom is here to give me what I want. And I just thought like, it made me feel very much like I had purpose because I was like, look at this. I'm needed very much for this stupid, helpless dog who doesn't understand that like all humans are capable of providing whatever it is that he wants, like belly rubs. Yeah. But he knew that like I was the one that loved him the most. I mean, for fuck's sake, I would put eggs in his breakfast and steak in his dinner every day. I made him homemade peanut butter dog treats. Like the dude knew who loved him the most. With Chungus, she's so just like, does this make you happy? Are you this gonna make you happy? Does this make you happy? Like she's already like, well, you make me so happy. I love you so much. You make me so happy. But does this make you happy? And I'm like, you just existing makes me happy. Look at you, you fucking loaf of bread with a snoot. What is this? What? So I love her. What up, Kyle? How goes it, folks? Well, listen, it's been an hour and we have gone off the rails multiple times. I started off, we talked about Michelle Trachtenberg, and then I was going to go into why, I mean, I guess I kind of touched base on like why I think Waco Siege was fake, but it derailed into discussions on, well, first like on dating and stuff, and then into waxing and why I don't like it that people think that shaving makes your hair thick and black. And well, actually not that I don't like it, but like they're wrong in believing that. And then now I'm talking about my dogs. Oh, And then there you go. If you want to give me your money but don't want to funnel it through YouTube, you can just send it to me directly. There's that. Which dog is the dumbest? Well, it depends. Because, like, Penelope is mentally challenged, but it's, like, not really her fault because she's, like, missing part of her brain. But she's, like, absolutely untrainable. Chungus is really dumb, but I think it's just because she's just so sweet. Like, she's very, like, she just I mean, she got her ass kicked by the neighbor cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she just stood there. She's just like, "Ah." And I'm like, I was like, what is wrong with you? So, wasn't the money there? So the Waco stage was fake because, they basically staged Timothy McVeigh bombing the Oklahoma City building because the Oklahoma City building had documents on Whitewater, which was Hillary and Bill's fake business. They're all blonde. So no, they're not. Hold on a minute. Penelope's about to be so pissy, Russell, but I have to do it. Hey, I want your money. Give me your money. Super chat. Super chat. Give me all your money. 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 I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. Give me your money.
I wish somebody were funding me. I'm poor.
This is my half black dog, Penelope. And this is your evidence here that I'm not racist because my dog is half black. Hi, Chunka. Okay. Now. That's the smart one. Penelope, she's missing part of her brain. She's mentally challenged. Yeah, Penelope's mentally challenged. And then there's baby Chunka. Here, we can do this because we're not in the Republic of Tatarstan. Move the baby carrier. Got my bag of rocks. Hi. You guys. Where is it? Where is it? Nope. These two are both rocks that are good for ADHD symptoms, and we ended up using them both in acupuncture. Yeah. So apparently my ADHD is pretty bad. You're sure she's not blonde? Penelope, you fucking saw her yourself. Russell, you are annoying. I saw her with my own two eyes. Anyway, speaking of retards, I want to show you guys this. If you are not following Retard Finder on Twitter, you need to. Look at all. Oh, wait, we have to like that one. Look at all the retards that they find. It's a great photo. Yeah, so follow them. They find. I found a chair for you. Oh, uh-oh. I bet you it's expensive. I'm not sold on it yet. Well, then what? What is it, like $500? Ugh. The bag of rocks is the smart one. God, you're so sweet, Russell. Some are $1,600. Well, the chair, it's gonna have to wait until I replace Kathleen Kennedy. How do I replace Kathleen Kennedy? Here's the thing. I don't have connections, okay? And I don't have a good resume. But what I can do is I can probably get that Chewbacca mask and then put together a presentation if I could just get somebody to look at me. What? If I can get what? If I can get someone to talk to me, not look at me. They'll never hire me. I'm more retarded than Russell. Kennedy is out, thank God. Yes. And that's just giving me hope that that I might have a chance. It's just that like I don't have connections to these people, and so I don't know how to get anybody to want to listen to me and my ideas, and just saying like, look, I have these ideas. I also have some people in mind that also are like they know what they're talking about with Star Wars. They're very good. They're going to be able to refine any ideas that I have. They're going to be able to come up with also equally fantastic ideas. We will make you quadrillions and quadrillions of dollars. And I promise you, this will be like the best decision of your life. And the whole time though, I'm going to have that fucking Chewbacca mask on and somebody else is going to have to do it for me. But I know it seems silly because there are a lot of other people out there that feel the same way I do, but I'm not kidding you when I tell you I have already told other people about certain ideas I have, and every single one of them was like, wait a minute, why haven't they done that yet? People who are Star Wars fans, people who aren't Star Wars fans, and everything in between. They're like, I don't understand why they never did that before. Like, do they not like money? Like people who don't give a shit about Star Wars but would be willing to even just, try out some of the things that I'm thinking about. Also, I think I just need to take over all of Disney because let me tell you, okay, Walt Disney was basically like the Nordstrom of entertainment, right? Like you do not let anybody have a bad experience at all, no matter what. They're not going to watch a bad movie. They are not going to watch a bad TV show. They are not going to have a bad experience at any Disney park. All of it. Every product that they purchase is going to be top of the line perfect. Okay. So I say this because I was watching a reaction video. This guy, his name's Robert Welsh. He has a reaction channel that like he's just does very wholesome content. But he was watching this TikTok of this girl that was talking about she bought these Minnie Mouse ears that with a veil. It was like a Vera Wang collaboration with Disney, and she bought them for her wedding. First one shows up with a snag. She was like, hey, this one's snagged. I spent $500 fucking dollars on this. I would like to have one that doesn't have a snag. And they're like, oh, yeah, totally. Exchange. Okay. They send her another one. I can't remember what the problem was with the second one, but she was like, this one also has a problem. Can you please just give me one that's worth the $400, $500 that I spent, please? Yeah, no problem. Exchange it. They fucking sent her the original one with the snag back to her. Get rid of all of them. I'm sorry. But that's not even like Like a situation like that, I'm sorry, but you have a Vera Wang collaboration. You're making these products. It looked so cheap and chintzy too. But again, I didn't see it in person, so I don't know for sure. But like, it is not hard to have quality control, double check, and make sure that it is $500 worth of product for something like a headband with a piece of fabric on the back. Hello? And then Cassandra Fairbanks, she used to work for Tim Pool. She recently posted this clip, and no, I don't follow her. It just showed up in my feed. Disney on Ice, and the characters were fucking twerking for the audience. Ew. Again, if I was a higher up at Disney, everybody involved in that, the dancers, the people who choreographed it, the people who planned it, everything, gone. Bye-bye. You are not welcome here. Are you joking me? No. Because to me, the way that I see it is that like Disney is from, I guess back in my day, it's no longer this way, but like Disney was supposed to be the best of the best. You do not have a bad experience whatsoever. You do not get a bad product. You do not have you don't walk away hating anything. No, it's all just like shit. You've heard of retard strength. You're retard hot. Thank you. I love that. Pretty sure through Chrissy, you could talk to Gina Carano. That'd be cool. I mean, as much as I would like that, I'm really dumb. And so I wouldn't be very like, I don't know if I'd have like a good, like she'd be, I don't think I'd be a good host if she were like a guest here or anything. Right. Cause like, I'd just be like, my brother's single. I want to see Chewbacca twerking while on ice. Here's the thing. Same. But now, granted, maybe there's some context here I don't know about. Maybe this was the adult something or whatever. If that's the case, then like we don't need to be complaining. But I mean, I don't know. It's kind of the same thing with that Pleasure Island I was talking about. How it was like, like a strip of bars that were like, for the adults or whatever at Disney. I think it was at Disney World, right? Or was it at Disneyland? I think it's Disneyland. I don't remember now. But some things are just like maybe Disney doesn't need to cross over into that territory because it's Disney. Maybe instead of it being Disney on Ice, it's something else, and whoever puts on the production can get the licensing for certain characters and just say like, hey, we want to like put this out here, but your name is not going to be attached to it. This is going to be something because it's just once you start getting that idea of Disney being a part of that, like even if it was like, well, this one's the adult version or whatever, like this would be funny it just becomes like tainted. Taint. And I don't know, like I think that perhaps I just need to be the Michael Eisner, or is it it's Bob Iger now, right? Like the is the CEO of Disney, of all of Disney. And hold on, Bib Iger. Yeah, CEO of Disney is Bob Iger now. And really start running the show and actually get involved in what's going on, because I now have this idea in my mind that Disney is garbage, right? And a lot of us do, because it is. And it shouldn't, I don't believe it should be. I'm looking at something like Disney and I think, you know what? I remember it really truly being something that you can't experience anywhere else when it comes to the products that you purchase, the TV shows and movies that you watch, the experience at the parks. Like there was nothing like it. And now I'm like, I can just go to Six Flags. You remember wrong. It's like what, Disney being like really awesome or whatever. Disney is incredibly overpriced for the quality you get today. You know what? You reminded me of something, Carrie. Light bulb. you know what part of that is? And this is the beauty of having ADD also, because, okay, you know whose fault that is? And you're going to be like, what the fuck? Dodge. I know. But get this. I believe it was in the 80s. I wasn't alive yet. Or maybe I was, or I was just like a tiny baby or something. But I think it was back in the 80s. Ford was in the 80s, maybe the 70s. I think it was the 80s. I didn't remember what time frame this was, but anyway, they were like they were getting like some profits, and they were like, oh shit, you know what? We want to reinvest this into our company. And like give our employees like big raises and bonuses and shit, and take care of our employees, because they're the ones who are making this happen for us. Dodge, I don't know how this even worked, but Dodge sued them because they believed that companies should be putting that money into their stocks, like for their shareholders. Like the money needs to go to the shareholders. And they won. And it's just so funny because like I actually recently was talking about that not too long ago, about how, like, you know, everyone says, oh, if you raise wages for employees, then that's how inflation happens. And I'm like, no, because your higher ups don't need to, not everybody needs to take a raise. First of all, and there's a lot of other ways. You don't have to put money into literally everything. Wouldn't you know it? They're putting too much money. They're giving too much money to the shareholders and not giving money to the people who are actually making the business function. Okay, so what you're saying to me is you don't need employees or quality employees to make the business function. So I'm sorry, shareholders, are you going to fucking work here then? Do you want to make $15 an hour? Hell, I don't even want to make $25 an hour. And that's a lot of money. Or it should be, but it's not anymore, because these fucking shareholders are greedy pigs. You do the bitch work or get the fuck out of here. So I think that everybody who sees this needs to never purchase anything related to Dodge at all ever again. Let them go out of business. You guys can suck a dick. And then also, is there a way that we can like get some type of a lawsuit going against them? And go, hey, guess what? First of all, businesses can run however they want to. Suck my dick. Secondly, you should actually be paying your employees, the people who work for the company and actually make the business run, more money than the shareholders. Thank you. Bye. The shareholders will be getting a lot more money if the employees were making more money for the company. And guess how you can get employees to make more money from the company? Oh, you pay them. Your employees will provide you the amount of work that you pay them for. And if it's $15 an hour, let me tell you, $15 an hour of work, not going to be very much. You can sue for anything you want. They'll just throw it out. No, I'm saying we need to sue Dodge and basically put them out of business and prove to the world, look, you know what? And then we'll just take over Dodge. We'll rename it Courtney, and then we'll rename it Chihuahua. No, we'll rename it. We'll just rename it Dog. And then you rename it Dog? Do we rename it Chungus? You're cute. And then we'll operate in a way that I think would be more effective. And then when we make, again, way more money than they ever did, they're going to cry. And then everyone's going to be like, wait, how did the CEO of Disney end up taking over Dodge and run both companies significantly better than the previous? Well, actually, they'll go, how did this retard on the internet take over Disney and Dodge and end up making way more money than... Oh, sorry. She can't even avoid punching her microphone. She ended up making way more money than they ever have. Well, it's because I am a consumer, and I've been on the consumer end for a very long time. I know what consumers want because I am a consumer, and I am a low budget consumer. I don't just freely throw my money around. However, well, because I don't have any to throw on. I am very impulsive with my purchases, so I also know how to grab the attention of a buyer. And I've also been in sales, and I've seen the difference in being a shitty salesperson and being a good salesperson. Dog, the vehicles you can pet. Well, it'll be like the Dumb and Dumber van. All the cars have fur. Dodge is already broke. That's fine. And your knowledge of the economy and how it functions is very shallow. I know. But here's the thing. The economy has been absolute garbage for as long as I can remember. So thinking outside the box is actually really important when things are going to shit. I think it's actually really stupid to continue doing things the way that it's always been done and watching it all go down in flames and then be like, I don't understand. You don't know anything. You don't know anything about this. So you're too stupid. You don't get a say. Oh, really? That's weird. It doesn't seem like you know anything about it either, since you think that this is a perfectly functioning economy where everyone is getting garbage products, spending way too much money on them, and every business is going out of business. How in the fuck I'm sorry, but what the way the economy is functioning now, not effective by any means. But if you don't know how the insides of the device works, how do you prevent yourself from removing something without completely breaking it? Maybe you have to completely break it. What did Kurt Cobain say? It's better to burn out than fade away. Right now, we're letting it fade away. Maybe it needs to burn out. But either way, I'm not saying that I'm going to be the one who runs the economy completely. What I'm saying is that there are a lot of things that need to change, like a lot. And you have to think outside of the box and stop doing the shit that's destroying the economy, or at least just destroying your business. It's working for Elon. Yeah, and how conventional is he doing? Well, tell me, is he doing everything conventionally? It doesn't seem to me that he is. See also Undercover Boss. Dude, Undercover Boss, and also if you watch, oh God, what was it called? Is it called just The Prophet? Is that what it was called? Profit, I think is how it was spelled, not like Jesus the prophet, but the dude that would come in and like invest in businesses that were going under, and like it was kind of like how Gordon Ramsay and a couple of other people had their shows where like they would go in and see a business going out, like just falling apart, and they'd be like, hey, so you need to fix some stuff. And in this particular one, though, the profit was that he would be like part owner of each business, and he would say, okay, these are the things that you're going to implement, and I'm going to fund it, but I need X percentage of your company. But again, it was like there's a balance between. Oh, sorry, it's just this pillow is bothering me, honey. Maybe I just need to get rid of it, huh? We're not like get rid of it, but there's a balance between running a business conventionally and also thinking outside the box to avoid it going down in flames. Everyone says she's dumb. I think she's smart. Well, not everyone. Looks like just Russell and Kyle. Marcus Lemonis. Okay, he invests his own money to turn a business around. Okay, yeah. The last time I watched an episode of that, I was like, God, probably around 2013, like kind of forever ago. But I remember there was like one place, I think it was in Florida, and they had like these special key lime pies. That it sounded so delicious, but like they were just fucking up the business side of it. And like, or like even when we watch like Gordon Ramsay, some of the weird shit that people do, it's like, hey, you're thinking a little too far outside of the box. Like, let's rein it in. Like the lady, she was in Everett, Washington, actually, at a restaurant like I've been to, but she would randomly have like, she would come out and do belly dances while people were eating and stuff, and it was just like. He was like, you have to stop that. Now, here's the thing. There was a restaurant that had a similar menu in downtown Seattle where that actually worked, where somebody came out and did a belly dance. And like it was my friend's birthday and we were eating there and she got up and did a dance with her. Like if you're somewhere where it's a little bit more touristy, where people are going because they want to have like, it's like an event, like in, like in downtown Seattle or in like maybe LA, like a big city somewhere in New York City, whatever, right? I don't know exactly where in New York, because there's different places that people visit, but I guess, I don't know, somewhere in Times Square, I don't really know, but where people expect something like that. But sometimes when you're going to somewhere like Everett is not a place where you're going for something like that. You're just going to like hang out with your friends and have some food because you live close by or whatever, right? Um, and there we go. Sounds brilliant, actually. What sounds brilliant? The key lime pie? Yeah. The sort of business model works if you're hot. It just works in a specific location. And especially like if you're a family that lives in that general area and you have to like I can tell you right now, because I've lived in Washington State my whole life. Like I can tell you right now where you can get where you can get away with, having entertainment that is like pairs well with the meal, right? Um but you need to be like, first of all, you need to be known for it. You can't just randomly have it happening. Because that was another thing. It wasn't like anything was scheduled. It wasn't like, oh yeah, if you come after 5:00, this belly dancer comes out. She would just show up sometimes and do it, right? Like it just it has to be a lot more organized. Does Everett still have all those speakers? I have no idea. I don't even remember the last time I went out into Everett. Yeah, I don't know. Probably. Amy's Baking Company is the best episode. Was that the one? I feel like that just like stands out in my mind. I can't even describe what I'm talking about. I just remember like, or I can't describe like what I'm thinking. I just remember it was like the most, like probably one of the worst places ever. And then like people started putting a bunch of like negative Yelp reviews. It was the first time I remember people leaving terrible Yelp reviews on a company that they've never been to. I think this is it. The episode marked the only time in history both the UK and US versions of Kitchen Nightmares that Ramsay was unable to complete the restaurant's transformation. The owner's violent behaviors received negative attention on social media, and the manner in which they responded to this critical reception further fueled the controversy. Okay, I think this is the one. Yeah, because it stood out to me. I was like, these people are awful. Hi, honey. Penelope's so cute. Everything about Penelope is the cutest thing on the planet. Anyway, we're an hour and a half in. I have not really done anything at all. That's just how we roll around here. Okay, anyway, so false. We've done several things. You know what? I suppose we have. Either way, I can save Disney. I can fix her, you know? And that's the most important part. Hi. We learned about skincare and government fuckery. Yes. I need to find that SNL. That's what I needed to do. Is that that would have been copyright. The SNL sketch where they had all the cast dressed up as different celebrities singing that song about Whitewater. It's a good one. Hillary Clinton. Oh, you know what? Actually, I wanted to talk about something. And you know what? I really wanted to, again, I really need to fucking have time to do the research on this shit. But Joy Reid got fired. We all talked about it, or everyone knows about it. Blah, 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 blah. One thing that stuck out to me though, when Joy Reid got fired, and she's like, my program brought value. No, the fuck it didn't, bitch. And you want to know why? When Gabby Petito died and people were like looking for her and everybody was talking about it, you bitched and complained that people only cared about white women going missing and not people of color. First of all, you heartless bitch, somebody died. Doesn't matter what their skin color is, they fucking died. Secondly, if you actually cared about that, if you actually cared about women of color going missing, why the fuck did you never talk about it? Why is it that you never discussed a woman who wasn't white going missing? Why? Because your program doesn't actually bring any value? You don't talk about anything of importance? You believe in complaining about people caring that somebody went missing instead of discussing an issue when somebody goes missing and or dies? Two people died. Gabby, then later her boyfriend blew his head off. He's not a person. Brian Laundrie was not a person. That's another thing, actually, that I just remembered. Shit. Somebody, please help me. So I heard recently that there was the Netflix documentary. It was a 3-part series on Gabby Petito, like the story of Gabby Petito, and a lot more information came out. I didn't really realize there was more to talk about, but somebody pointed out that it was in the 3rd episode that the producer or whoever was basically made Gabby's family talk about how white girls get more attention than people of color when they go missing or die. I need the names of these people, and we need to all put them on blast. If that was so important to you, why the fuck did you waste your time on a documentary on a white girl when you could have done a documentary on a black girl or a Mexican girl or a Native American girl even? You couldn't do a documentary on a person of color going missing or being murdered or anything like that. You couldn't? Why? But you're going to torture this family who lost their daughter, and a lot of fucked up things happened regarding that girl's death. They lost their daughter. And you're going to interrogate them and make them talk about it being a bad thing that she got more coverage than other people. Why, though, you have a platform, why the fuck didn't you do a documentary on a person of color going missing or getting murdered? Why? Why have you not brought any attention to a person of color getting murdered or going missing? Why have you not done that? Why was it? I'm sorry, but torturing a family that lost their kid, no matter what color they are, is not going to solve that problem. So if you ask me, it's not a fucking problem. It's not a problem. There isn't an issue with it, because all I hear is whine from all these people who have these big platforms, but none of them take the time to talk at all about what they claim is such a big problem. They don't. They just whine. But the white person and why aren't we talking about people of color? Well, why don't you talk about people of color? You're the one with the platform. People are watching you. Why don't you talk about them? What are their names? Name them. What are their names? Oh, you don't know? Oh, because you actually don't care? Oh, pieces of shit. Absolute pieces of shit. Change Amber Alerts to Shaniqua Alerts. They changed Amber Alerts. What did they have? What did they? The one that stuck out in my mind was the Feather Alert. I was like, you racist piece of shit. The Feather Alert was to indicate that somebody of Native American descent went missing. But there was one for, I don't know, was it like a taco alert or like a chirping smoke alarm alert? I don't remember what the other ones were, but. Oh, Jesus. I lost a daughter and spoke to absolutely no press. Frank, that is awful. I am so sorry. And that's another thing, too, is like, just because a white person chose to go to the media to get more coverage doesn't make them a bad person. Like, and that's another thing, too, is like, you're going to whine and cry about, oh, white people get media coverage, but people of color don't get. Why don't you put up any information at all to share with people of color to say, hey, if somebody in your family goes missing, here are the people, this is who you can contact to get the coverage that you need. But they don't. It's almost as if it doesn't matter. Amber's a girl's name. It was named after her. She's never been found. Oh man, she's definitely dead now. That was bad. That was terrible. But no, they created like other alerts that would indicate that, oh wait, yeah, because the Amber Alert is for kids. And I don't remember what the black one, but they based it off of race. Silver Alert is for seniors. Oh. That's what a Silver Alert is? Huh. This whole time wait, why did I think it was like just a car being stolen? Yellow alert is for when Asians drive. You guys, okay, I'm going to tell you something from like this was like a few years ago. I was leaving work and I was like, just like, I basically was like on the road from when I left the office. Okay. And I'm like, I just need to turn right on this road. And then I just go like, I turn left or I turn right at this light. And then at the next light, I turn left and then I take another right. Okay. Then I get on the freeway. I took the first right at that intersection. And this person who had tabs that had been like expired for a couple of years was driving 20 miles an hour in a 35. I was like, what the fuck is this problem? Is this person's problem? And of course, like there was the right lane, I turned into the right lane and then I switched lanes because that's what you do. And it was a 5-lane road, okay? But the right lane was kind of backed up because there's a little strip mall there, okay? You got there was all sorts of wonderful places that you can shop at that many people wanted to go to, okay? Right. All right. And then of course then there's the center lane. I mean, I could have just, had I thought about it a little bit sooner, I would have just swerved around. But that lane was also a little backed up because that was, there was a left turn at that intersection to go the opposite on the freeway. So I had to think fast to get around this person, but I didn't think about it right away. So now I'm just stuck going 20 miles an hour. Well, thank God I had to get into the left lane at the next intersection. And they went straight. I looked over, it was an Asian lady. And I was like, okay, you and your expired tabs going 15 under. Can't tell you how irritated I was. Then there was also another time when I was in the express lanes and this person wanted to go like 59, 60 miles an hour. And the free lane was just fine. Like they were going like roughly 60 miles an hour. Like, what are you doing? Why are you driving like this? If I wanted to drive like a poor person, I would not be in the express lanes. The express lanes charge you money. I don't want to drive like a poor person. I want to drive like a rich person right now. So get into the poor person lane like the slowpoke you are. We'll get this. So there's 2 lanes in the express lane. And we were in the left one. Okay. Or no, sorry, we were in the right one. And then people in the left lane, like it was a little bit backed up for a second there because I think there was an exit. And so I couldn't just get around them. And right as that lane cleared up just enough for me to pass them, they fucking started brake checking me. So I just immediately went around them and I flipped them off. I was like, what? Get out of here. I hate Washington State drivers. If it were up to me, everything would be the Audubon. You know. Oh, geez. Isabella Live, you did end up sending me money. Isabella Live sent me $10 on PayPal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you the most. Ah, it's very sweet. Thank you. All right. I hate slow drivers. I fucking hate slow drivers. Oh God, come to Pennsylvania or don't come to Pennsylvania. We have invasive New Jersey drivers. New Jersey are the worst drivers in the country. Ugh. It's funny because like I hear about how like also aggressively people in Arizona drive. Like nobody goes the speed limit in Arizona. Like everybody goes like 20 over, and that sometimes is too slow. So then I'm like, I can't drive in Arizona because I don't know where I'm going. And so like I have to be a little bit more cautious so that I, can figure out where I'm going. But I drive like people in Arizona when I'm out here. Sucks. Like I wish that everybody out here would just drive like people in Arizona. Call it good. Ugh. She's so cute. I love that she likes to tuck her little head underneath the pillows. You want your little snoot covered? You're so cute. Do you need a pillow, honey? Your little head's on the hard desk. My poor baby. Arizona drivers suck. They can't handle weather. That's true. I mean, isn't it like Arizona just totally flat? So it's like, oh yeah, they don't know, they don't understand like anything other than sunshine, hot, flat. They don't understand hills. They don't understand rain. They don't understand snow. They're nothing. It was really funny. I told my sister, she fucking jinxed me. I swear to God. Because I remember telling my sister, how many speeding tickets have I gotten? Okay, so at the time I had 4. I was like, yeah, I've had 4 speeding tickets, which is like basically 0. And none of them, well, those 4, I think one of them might still be on my record. How long do they take to get off your record? Hold on. Just so funny how like they're so dopey. They like think that I'm coming home when I'm like right here. But anyway, so I was telling my sister, I was like, yeah, I have like 4. I've had like 4 speeding tickets in the last like, I don't know, like 10 years or so or whatever. She's like, that's a lot. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? That's a lot? That's not even 1 every 2 years. What? And so I was like arguing with her, but then, I don't even know when the last time she's had a speeding ticket. She doesn't live in this state is the thing. And wouldn't you know it, like the next month, yeah, it was like a few weeks later, I got a fucking speeding ticket. Very annoyed. Arizona has mountains, but central and southern Arizona are hot and dry. Even a light rain has drivers terrified of going everywhere. But see, so like, okay, they have mountains, but this is what I want to know. Is it hilly? Because like everything out here is a steep hill. Everywhere you go, every neighborhood you go to, every like Everything is a steep hill. Which is like wild to me because how quickly did these people put this stuff together? Like they just started in March and ended in September or October. We're like, yep, it's fine. They didn't experience the winter. Well, actually, no, it probably didn't even take that long. They probably started living here in like May and we're like, oh my gosh, it's so nice out here. This is great. And somehow they were miraculous and like finishing all of the every neighborhood and road and everything by like August. They're like, this is the most perfect place ever. Oh my God, yay. And then suddenly they're like, oh shit, it rains here. This is weird. I didn't think it was going to happen that much. Oh my God, the snow. Ah. And then no one fixed anything. Did you take it to court and blame your sister? I should have. Like, no, listen, my sister did some witchcraft. This was like a voodoo thing from her. You should just send it to her, which is really okay. Get this. Speaking of which, this is how retarded Nexus Lexus is. Okay. My sister is my twin. All right. So we have the same last name. Okay. We have the same date of birth. And our social security numbers are like one number off. I think something like that. Before she moved out of state, actually, no, after she moved out of state. Yeah. She'd already moved out of state. Like I had been living like in Seattle and stuff. I didn't have a car, blah, 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 whatever. Right. And once I like moved out of Seattle once and for all, I was like, all right, yeah, we need a car. We need to get insurance. I went to go to get insurance. Okay. And they were like, oh yeah, no, you have to pay like out the asshole because you were involved in a hit and run. And they were blaming me. And I was like, this is what? At first, I was like, did my mom do something weird under my name? But then they were like giving me my sister's information. And I was like, what? So I called my sister and I was like, did you like hit a car and leave? She was like, no. And it turned out somebody hit her car in a parking garage and drove off. And she filed an insurance claim. So I called them back and I was like, so you guys are like very wrong about this. First of all, you don't even have the information correct because the person who filed the claim, they were hit. They didn't do the hitting. And like, why would they call you and file a claim telling you straight up that, or telling the insurance company, like, yeah, I drove away. What? They decided that twins don't exist. That first of all, when the insurance claim was filed, it was opposite day. But then I was like, okay, so I'm going to change my first name. And then I'm going to change my social security number by like a digit or two or whatever. But I'm going to keep my date of birth. And all the other information that I have is going to remain the exact same. And also, to top it off, at that point, my sister was married and changed her name. And I was like, hi, so you guys are really dumb. Your mother had to give birth to 2 babies within minutes. Did you know that it is possible for a person to give birth to twins on the same day within like an hour? That never happens. It usually is like, it is within a few minutes. I'm pretty sure it's like less than a half an hour. But Two people can be born on the same day, hours apart. I don't know what the like process is nowadays when it comes to like Social Security and all that stuff, but like my mom applied to get my brother and sister and I Social Security cards like all on the same day. So my brother's Social Security number was like somewhat similar too, and he's a few years older than me. So if that's what you're basing it off of, like the digits being like somewhat similar or whatever, it's not based on what time we were born. It's based on like when you apply for the Social Security card or Social Security number. Two people can be born a few hours apart and in different days or even different years. It's wild. You know, could you imagine if to be a twin and you're born on December 31st and then your twin was born January 1st? They can be born in 2 different years if it hits midnight. Yeah. Isn't that wild? No. But no, when you get your Social Security card number, like it's not based on like the date or time that you were born. It's just based on when you apply for it or when the parent applies for it for your kid or whatever. Mine doesn't have, or I didn't have the right name on it. I know it sounds like, wait a minute. Did you do this shit? No. My mom changed my first name when I was little. And she changed it on my birth certificate, but not my Social Security card. Whoopsies. Hold on a minute. Hey, I want your money. Give me your money. Super chat. Super chat. Give me all your money. 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 I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. Give me your money.
I wish somebody were funding me. I'm poor.
Oh, those doggies are very annoying. I need like a real booster seat. I need a cushion that's meant for a chair. What was your original first name? Oh, my mom just tacked on the name Courtney. I was just Brooke, and now I'm Courtney Brooke. Was it Broomhilda? That is really funny that you say that because my mom used to call me that when I was a kid. I bet she was Bobby Sue. Wait. You know what? You're right. That's actually what my name used to be. It was Bobby Sue. Then I got adopted. No, I didn't. I didn't get adopted. Brooke. No, it was just Brooke. And then my mom was like, oh, Courtney Brooke. And then she changed my sister's name as well. But I believe she actually updated that one correctly. Whew. My back. I need a stretch. You know what? I need a stretch. Oh, it looks like, oh, I just realized Russell Hall ran away. We miss you, Russell. Did your parents ever tell you what they would have named you if you were a boy? Yes. My name was going to be Brock. And my mom actually thought that I was going to be a boy. And so, yeah, I was going to be Brock. And she was like, oh, never mind, Brooke. And then one day she was at like a drugstore and she saw a bottle of lotion called Courtney Brooke. So she bought it and she told my dad, like, we have to change her name to Courtney Brooke. I'm telling you right now, my mom definitely had ADHD, and it didn't even occur to me that she had it until after she died. Don't talk about Russell or he'll appear again, but I miss him. Listen, he's very annoying, but we love him dearly. And Adam showed up. What up, dude? Your mom sounds eccentric. Yeah, well, she was also an alcoholic. But no, she definitely had like really bad ADHD, like really, really bad. And my therapist at the time, who, wow, oops, it wasn't a good fit. Let's just say that. He asked, like, do you think it's possible your mom had ADHD? And I was like, and then like a little while later, like, I don't know, like a couple months later, I was just like noticing certain things that I do. And I was like, I got that from my mom. Then I was like, well, oh my God, she had ADHD. Like thinking about all the times that she'd be like super late to something and then blame us kids for it when we were the ones that were like, Mom, let's go. We're ready. Let's go. And then we'd go somewhere and she'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. The kids were holding me up. And we're like, fuck you. What? Like we would get so mad at her for that shit. We would start outing her for it too. We're like, what are you talking about? It wasn't us. You did it. Like, she hated that. But yeah, no, she was just such a maniac. She was very much a maniac. Oh, what's up, Adam? Love the podcast. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Monday night was a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. That's messed up. That's not even the worst of it. She was just, she, she was a mess. Let's just say she was an absolute disaster. And here's the thing, okay, I have to tell you something. Like, I have a friend who like definitely did similar things. She didn't have kids, but like she would do like the same kind of thing. Like I remember one time actually she was actually babysitting one of her friend's kids, and I was like, yeah, let's go hang out or whatever. And then she was taking forever, and she even offered to like come and pick me up. And I was like, oh, I'm going to run these errands, and then we can meet up later. And she was like, no. Don't go just yet. I'll come and pick you up. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm sitting around waiting forever. And I was like, are you going to be here yet? She was like, sorry, it's taking us so long and all this stuff. And then eventually I just left and like she showed up to my apartment and everything. Wait, that's the wrong one. Here. That's the correct one. Copy and paste that one, Saw. Hang on to that one because that's the People We Love podcast. That's a fun one. In fact, wait, did it? Oh, it's still up. Hold on. But yeah, like that particular friend, like I don't know what it was that she was doing that caused such a delay. And I'll never know because I don't. But man. Also, here is the link to my the episode that I was on People We Love. If you guys want to watch it, it's nothing compared to last week's. I'm still laughing about it. I didn't even rewatch it yet. I'm just still laughing about how. Tony tried to prank call Derek Chauvin, for fuck's sake. What a maniac. Tony. That guy is not he's on a level all his own. He's not your typical it wasn't a prank. He wanted to talk to him. Well, now was he trying to prank call him? I mean, at one point he was saying he was trying to get breath credits to give to George Floyd. I love this right here. I would have stayed longer if I didn't have to do shit in the morning. I did not see the word do, and so I just saw I would have stayed longer if I didn't have to shit in the morning. And I was like, man, that is a serious shit. You're really taking that shit seriously. if you're like leaving early, to make sure that you can do that in the morning. Do you see the Trump impersonator winding up Alec Baldwin? Yeah. Believe it or not, this is not really, if you watch Keanu's stream last night, she talks about it because that is somebody that she dated back in the day. And he is a severe domestic abuser who broke her arm. Yeah. That's the most I'm going to say because, for the most part, it's her story to share, not mine. It is something that she has mentioned many times. And so, the information is out there, but the rest of it, again, like not my story to share. I think that you should watch last night's stream and get a bigger idea on it. She even did, she posted some stuff on one of the New York Post's tweets about it too. And so I'm actually kind of hoping that, as much as I think they are kind of a retarded outlet, sometimes they do share things that I do find interesting and talk about, though. So there's that. But I am hoping that they actually do connect, and she's able to get them to do a whole article on her experience with that guy. Yeah, she's mentioned it before, but she went in depth last night. Yeah, and that's the thing is like, the thing with her having her arm broken, she's talked about that a few times. And so like, I feel like comfortable enough saying that because again, it's mentioned a lot of, multiple times on stream, but at the end of the day, like the rest of it's like, it's just not my story to share. But if you are interested in a little bit more information, watch Keanu's stream last night. She does talk about it. It's really upsetting. Like I started crying at one point. And I was like, I don't like this. This hurts me a lot, but I kept watching because she wanted to share it. Oh, dude, I'm still pissed that the DA fucked up the Alec Baldwin trial. Yeah. I can't believe Morrissey actually used the excuse, "I didn't know," as a reason to not provide the bullets that were supposed to be entered into evidence. So essentially, there was a Brady violation because there was evidence that she was supposed to get. There were the bullets that were, I guess, in another state, and the one of the witnesses that was supposed to provide those bullets, like they contacted them. They did provide the bullets, but apparently she didn't know that they were provided. And so she did not enter them into evidence. And I think it was so funny because I think there was like another excuse too, though, that it like wasn't possible for those bullets to be used because they like aren't used in that gun or something. It was something very stupid. And I think she tried to essentially say like, well, since we already know that those aren't the bullets that were used or something like that. I didn't follow up to see if they were provided or something really stupid like that. And I'm like, whoa. If you requested them, you should follow up. Like and she was just so gung ho about convicting him and Hannah Gutierrez. Which I'm gonna say, like, I don't know if I really think that Hannah Gutierrez should have been found guilty, but I'm also like, I definitely don't think that she should have been given the maximum penalty. But what irks me the most is the jury didn't decide. Like somebody on the jury straight up said they didn't decide that she was guilty because they thought she was guilty. He said, well, somebody died and somebody needs to be held accountable. Yeah, no shit, dummy. This trial is to find out if she's the one who's supposed to be held accountable. Hello. My God. Did you all see? Wait, did you see all the comments on the Alec Baldwin video? Everyone is down on Baldwin for trying to defend his family because of former anger issues. I did not see that. Here's the thing. Alec Baldwin sucks, and like it was funny because I was talking to my brother about it, and I was like, based on this guy's like history of like of like being a shitty person, I don't think that like what he did with Alec Baldwin was funny at all. It sounds like something that probably could have been funny if he did it better. But also if he wasn't like a woman abuser. Keanu's like 98 pounds soaking wet. Okay? Like we've all seen her. She's very tiny. She's not she can't even noodle, okay, without assistance. So like some dude, a man beating the crap out of somebody so tiny, like you need to be removed from society. And no, not like in the way, but like be locked up, okay? Like who are you? You're a bad person is who you are. Keanu's a sweetheart. She is. And the thing is, even if she was a pile of garbage, like who are you like to take somebody so tiny and like and treat them that way? Are you that weak and like sad and fragile that you can't like fight a dude who's your size? Men who fight women, whether it's verbally or physically or whatever, are so feminine. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You are extremely feminine if you are trying to if you want to try and fight with a woman, or like it's one thing if you're getting into arguments with your girlfriend or whatever, like whatever. But like the dudes who want to create drama on the internet with women or create drama in general, dudes who who feel the need to get physically violent because like Keanu wasn't hitting him. Okay, you know that she wasn't getting like violent. She more than likely wasn't even like saying shit to really piss him off. She might have been annoying to him, maybe. I mean, as a woman, I know that men can get easily annoyed with me. You know, and I'm not saying that like she's perfect, right? Like if you're in a romantic relationship with a person, you're going to drive each other insane and you're going to do stuff that like pisses each other off, right? Like that's just how it goes. Like even like in relationships in general, that's just how it goes. So as a man, throwing hands, what are you doing? Like it's one thing if she was coming at him like a fucking walking windmill and he went, shoved her down. Not in this house. Like, yeah, that's fine. I highly doubt that was happening though. I wasn't there. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you right now, my money is on it didn't happen. But it doesn't lead you to breaking somebody's bones. There's nothing justified. Like you can't. I'm sorry, but like there's. Gitmo, yeah, something. No one should be harassing anybody outside of their house. No, that was outside of their home. Yeah, no, get out of here. I wasn't there for that part. I didn't know that was where it was outside of his home. No. Like I've talked about this before with Alex Stein, like yelling at AOC. If you had been yelling something different, I think it probably would have been a lot funnier. But yelling, catcalling, creepy stuff like my favorite big booty Latina. Ew, hate it. But guess what? Bothering a public servant at the Capitol building, I'm fine with that. Don't know why I made that farting noise, but I'm fine with that. Bother the public servants. People in Congress, especially, those people drive me nuts. But like, bother the public servants, annoy them. That's what they are there for. until they actually act like how they're supposed to be acting and acknowledging that they are supposed to work for us, bother them. That's their job now. Bother them. You can. It's legal. Bother them. Not at home. Don't bother them at home, but bother them at their place of work. That is what they're there for. Oh, yeah, it's in the video. Baldwin is coming home and unloading luggage from luggage in front of his house. Yeah, don't do that. Annoy the super mayor. Yeah, Tiffany Henyard. Ooh, yeah, bother the shit out of her. Bother her. Bother her. Bother her. Do you remember there was like that one meeting where people were like, fuck you. And she had a gold microphone. And she had the balls like with that gold microphone to be like, you guys need to support Black women in power and like all this stuff. Like, no, we don't. We don't need to support anybody based on their race or gender. But we definitely don't need to be supporting anybody who is taking from the community. Because the people that you affected, a lot of them were Black people. I watched those meetings. A lot of the people that came up and spoke were Black people. I'm pretty sure that guy that was supposed to have an event in a park, and then she made him move it so that she could have an event there, and she made him move it to like a different location that was like absolutely terrible and not fit for the event he was having. Pretty sure he was a Black person. So the people that you were negatively affecting were Black people, and I support those Black people because they are part of the community. And they actually want what's good for the community. And I think that they should be supported for that. But guess what? Even I don't, and it doesn't even matter what their race is. Like to the point where, like, guess what? Well, what am I saying? It doesn't matter what their race is, right? Like it doesn't. I don't care if they are Black or white or whatever. What I care about is that they are part of the community. They want what's best for the community, and they deserve that. And you, Tiffany Henyard, should have provided that for your community, but instead you stole from them. Cracking my back. I need to get up. I need to stand up. I've been sitting here for 2 hours. Yeah, especially after I had my hips adjusted last night. My body is like, listen, lady. It's especially on this side, on the left side. I gotta drink more water today. You would leave any man and say, Courtney, you're beautiful. Well, thank you. I mean, I would probably just leave any man. I'm just kidding, fellas. I don't just randomly leave just because. Yeah, approximately 90.9% of her town is African American. Can you imagine that? Like you yourself are a Black person, and you're talking about like supporting Black people, and you take everything from your town that is mostly made up of Black people. Like, how awful is that? And you could see like these people were genuinely, like, they were just good people who were living, pretty regular lives and just wanted like what's good for their community. And like to see how they had a surplus of like however many million, I think it was like 6 million or something like that, in funds for their community. And then in under a year or something like that, the budget went negative to negative 2 million. Fucking awful. Okay, hold on. I think the neighbors are getting something delivered or something. I don't really know what's going on, but well, I guess that means it's a song and a jiggle. another?
That was amazing.
Oh, you're a little confused. Sadly, as soon as you adjust your hips, your gait is going to go to shit as soon as you start walking. Did I notice, like, as soon as I got my hips adjusted, I started walking and like my knees felt weird and I was like, oh my God. And I really had to like fix how I was walking just to go out to my car. And at first I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have like the best walk ever with the dogs. And then I was like, I don't think I should walk. I don't think I should take the dogs on a walk, at least like not on a long one. I think I need to keep it short, maybe do a little strength training or something beforehand or something. I don't know, but because for decades, my hips have been like off. And so like my body just naturally wants to be like, and it wasn't until like 4-ish years ago that I had my hips adjusted for the first time. And so like now if I sit for too long, I can feel it starting to, like my hips starting to twist and it's starting to do like the same thing. So what I need to do is get one of those inverted table things, you know, where it hangs onto your ankles and then you go upside down. I think that'd be cool. That'd be nice because then I can kind of like yank my feet into place. Hold on a second. She reefed on my feet and like pulled my hips into place. Is she using the bathroom? No. Kind of looks like it, but no. I'm just trying not to like sit right now. Hi. All right. What else are we talking about, you guys? I want to sit backwards on this chair. Cat cow? Wait, wrong stream. Well, you're going to have to give me a lot more money if we're trying to be doing cat cow. Hey, honey. Oh, poor Croco Taco. Croco, Croco, you're my baby taco. Okay. Do. Thank you. I love her. Okay. What else? Waco Siege is fake. Sugary is better than waxing. Shaving doesn't make your hair thick or black. Dodge sucks. I need to fix Disney. Oh God, I broke my ankle back in September. I just started working without assistance a month ago. It's the worst. Oh God, that's a long time to. So you had like crutches and stuff. Did you get one of those little scooter things when you put your knee on it and then you drive it around? That'd be kind of cool. Okay. All right. While we sit here in silence and I confuse myself even more. Oh, I had a scooter. They suck. Oh man. I was really hoping it was a. I thought they were going to be a lot more fun, but no, not. That's lame. But I guess that kind of makes sense. Like, certainly isn't fun to have a broken bone. So the stuff that you have to help it heal, probably not always going to be the most fun. You know what I'm saying? All right, hold on a second. I'm going to be right back. You're going to watch. I forgot that Jonathan Davis beatboxed and scatted in Freak on a Leash. Does anybody remember this? That guy became a millionaire from that, by the way. Here I am doing that for free, and homie was getting millions of dollars to do that on stage every night. But like seriously, how come we didn't talk about that more? Jonathan Davis is over here with his dreadlocks. Go! And we just accepted it. We turned him into a millionaire. What? We did that. We were like, this is perfect. Thank you, Jonathan Davis. I mean, for crying out loud, nowadays he would have been protested and harassed, I think, for the cultural appropriation. Corn Prodigy mashup, please. Go! Oh man. Subscribe for more of that. Yeah. Okay. Now what? Let's see here. Oh. Okay. Carrie just reminded me of something yet again. She asked Garbiel, how big was the cost? Okay. Every once in a while I see Canadians bragging about their free healthcare. And I'm like, well, first of all, it's not free. You lose like the majority of your paycheck and, to the government, and then they apparently put it towards your free healthcare or whatever, whether or not you ever get healthcare. But then Somebody said something that really, I was like, I couldn't remember if I actually knew this already. I went into shock though. You can't sue for malpractice, for medical malpractice in Canada. So you pay out the asshole for medical care that you may or may not even be getting. You may not even be actually receiving this service. And then your doctor makes a whoopsie. Oh, cost. Wait, not cost cast. It does say cast. Whoops. But you know what? I saw cost and it made me think of this. Your doctor makes a whoopsie and you can't sue for medical malpractice. And why do so many people come to America then? There's also that. And like, here's the thing, like I actually knew people who moved here from Canada who talked about how much better American healthcare is. Because the one thing, like, okay, in my experience, I've worked like a few different jobs, and every company I worked for, I paid a monthly fee for healthcare, for health insurance, right? And it was like, I don't know, like $20 a paycheck or whatever. And then everything was like really affordable for me, at least, because I wasn't really getting a lot of services anyway. I would go to like my acupuncture visits were like, I think the most I ever paid, depending on what insurance we went through, like it was like $35. But then like when we switched health companies, health insurance companies, like it was down to like $20. Every time I saw a nurse practitioner to get my Adderall, like it was again, same thing. Like it was like $35. And then when we switched, it was down to $20. And then my medications were always only $15. So like, now granted, I didn't have anything major. I didn't need like an organ transplant. I didn't need cancer treatment. I didn't need, but like when I would get like my regular like lady checkup, that was free. It was free. I get like fingered and felt up by the doctor. It's free. So I don't know. Even like my IUD was free. I paid like $30 for the doctor visit. That was it. So like I don't know why people talk about how like devastating healthcare is for people when it comes to like regular maintenance and like your basic needs. But I mean, when it comes to something major, like I thank God I never had to deal with like a big emergency or like. But even then, I was looking at the explanation of benefits and stuff, and like, or not the explanation of benefits, but the other thing. And even like the bad insurance that we had like some really good coverage when it came to big things like cancer treatment and shit. So I don't know. I don't know where these people are working or like what it is that they're paying for, but I mean, in my personal experience, it never was actually like it wasn't really that bad. Even like when I don't have insurance, like it was not the greatest. Like, the doctor I'd go see would be like $100, and then I would have to pay, I think, like $80 or something like that for medication. Like, but it wasn't like terrible. That wasn't that bad. So I really don't know. My cast is too big. I'm suing. Yep. Sue. I'd do it for free too. It wasn't free. It cost you your dignity. Well, I mean, she was nice about it. So there's that. Canada wants you to do the MAID program there. Yeah. Oftentimes, like no matter what the situation is, they'll have you thought of MAID? Have you like they want to push it on you? Like there are a lot of people who talk about like uh somebody, not even in healthcare, just any situation, like asking for government assistance too. Um, have you considered MAID? Have you considered MAID? Like there was one person who was disabled, and this was my thing. As I was like, okay, wait. You bought a 2-story house knowing that you needed a wheelchair, and you are asking to have like a chair installed on your stairs to like scoot you up and down the stairs. Why wouldn't you just get a single level house? Just move into a single level house. That's where like my heartless side comes out, is like, well, you should just live in a single, like sell this one and go move into a smaller house, the one that doesn't have second floor. Like, what are we doing here? But this person was told, have you considered medical assistance in death? Because you're low on funds and need a chair to get you up the stairs. And now here's the thing. It'd be one thing, apparently, from what I gathered, I don't remember a lot from the story, but what I remember is that this wasn't like a temporary disability. It wasn't something where like, oh, they need 6 months or whatever to like not put pressure on that, on their feet or foot or whatever. It was like, this is a permanent situation where they always need to be in a wheelchair. So it's like, well, yeah, I don't understand why you wouldn't live in a single level house just for like, because this is your life. This is the rest of your life. If it was temporary, then I'd be like, well, yeah, can't you just get help with a chair for a minute? Everything is high deductible now. Spend thousands before you get any benefits. I mean, sure. But even then, it's like, so if you're paying $20 every couple of months and then to see a doctor and then like $15 to get your medications, like, is that not cheap? To me, it was affordable and I wasn't making a lot of money. But for me, that was affordable. Like to me, I don't like $20 is still like pretty reasonable for a lot of shit. I would think. No? Am I wrong? Whoa, I was out of work for 5 months. It was a nightmare. I'm still fucked up financially. And I have decent insurance. So that's the part where it like really gets messed up, because now out here, there is like long-term assistance that you can get if you do have to be out for a while. The only problem is that like everyone and their mom is trying to get on it. So there was like a huge, when it first rolled out, there was a huge waiting list. So it was like backed up for like a year or something crazy. Maybe not that long. But it was taking a really long time for people to get approvals because everyone was trying to get it. There's like short-term assistance and long-term assistance for to help with financial supplementation if you needed to be out for a while. Ugh. But that is a benefit. Like if you do end up having a medical emergency, and I mean, it worked a little bit better for people if they were planning it in advance. Like I have to have this surgery at such and such time. I'm going to apply for this so that I can take this time off or whatever. And the cool thing about that too was that you could end up like, I think it was something like you could end up getting reimbursed if you had to take like PTO or something first because it didn't kick in right away. You could get like reimbursed for that. the Affordable Care Act is anything but affordable. Now, I will say a lot of people had nightmare experiences with their insurance getting like really bad. And that was another thing that was like, Barack Obama lied through his fucking teeth. It was when he was like, we're going to make sure that your doctors are still covered under your insurance, blah, 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 like all this stuff. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Like people who decided to still to people who decided to have their own health insurance instead of through the government, whether it was like, usually it was through their employer, they got screwed pretty bad with the Affordable Care Act. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. The people who were like, oh my God, poor people don't have access to health care. They were all liars. They were all liars. They were all liars. You know how I know this? I am a poor person. I've been a poor person my whole life. I was a poor person. My parents were poor people. My dad didn't even pay for anything. My mom was very much a poor person. And I had a medical emergency. Okay. I had an emergency appendectomy. My appendix burst. It almost killed me. And my mom was making like $14 an hour or something like that. And she couldn't afford this emergency situation. So she filled out some papers, and that whole thing, my week-long visits, hospital visit, my surgery and everything ended up being $1,000. And it was like, it didn't go into collections. They were like, yeah, you just pay it like whenever, who cares? We pay it in 50 years if you have to or whatever. Whoops, keep punching the mic. Well, guess what? This was in the year 2000. Before Barack Obama ruined it for all of us. And a lot of people feel like, well, there are so many poor people out there that can't even afford $1,000. She didn't have to fucking pay it. They're just like, yeah, pay it when you can, if you can, or whatever. And everyone, nobody should have a GoFundMe set up for a health concern. I'm sorry, but even now, with the way things are, $1,000 really isn't all that much for a medical expense, especially if you don't have to pay it right away. But now with the Affordable Care Act, if you can't pay a medical bill right away, it goes into collections. And on top of that, poor people can't afford any of their medical bills because they have to also fund the rich people's medical bills. Well, how the fuck does that work? It's not a good system, but it was a big lie. I myself, as a poor person, experienced full well that like the whole health insurance isn't affordable was a big fucking lie. It was a big lie. It was a huge lie. And on top of that, people who were complaining, because like one of the things my brother pointed out to me once was like, Walmart is really good at like dicking people around when it comes to like healthcare and like benefits in general. And that's like one of the places that like the majority of Americans are employed at or whatever. Don't work at Walmart then. Go work somewhere else that's not Walmart. Do you know how many other places I can tell you right now that you can go work at that's not Walmart? A gas station, Walgreens, Starbucks, Chipotle, McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, any grocery store in your area. Well, Trader Joe's, I guess, is one of those, but it's still Trader Joe's. Nordstrom Rack. Charmin Charlie's isn't in business anymore. Okay. Hold on. Build-A-Bear. Best Buy, Target, anywhere in the mall, really. Lululemon. Like there's so many places out there that you could go work at that aren't Walmart. And I don't know everything about like all of the benefits at the places that I listed off, but most of them have like pretty normal, decent benefits that are affordable. So just don't go fucking work at Walmart. Walmart is not that great anyway. Don't work there. Can you please tell us about your grandparents' journey to Ellis Island from Norway? I don't know anything about it. None of my grandparents met in Norway. I know that much. I'm trying to think of like, yeah, how about they said if you like your doctor, you keep your doctor. Yeah, that was a big, huge fucking lie. A huge lie. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Walmart is for fat people. BJ's behind the dumpster. I don't know if that provides health insurance, but it might make you enough money to not need health insurance. But again, like I didn't have issues with healthcare and like getting affordable healthcare or anything like that when I was making $7 an hour working retail. I mean, like there are so many places that I've worked at that just provided regular old healthcare and it didn't cost that much. Like coming out of your paycheck, it was affordable. You didn't even notice that it came out of your paycheck. And then your regular visits to the doctor and all that stuff were like, they're again, very affordable. And I've always worked like entry level jobs. I wasn't at the top of the corporate ladder making, $200,000 or whatever. No, I was making starting wages for whatever company I was working at. Some of them were sales jobs, so I would get commissions sometimes, but it wasn't like I wasn't making huge commission checks. I was still, still in that nice little low tax bracket, little beginner's tax bracket there. So it was all a lie. It was all a scam. It makes me angry thinking about it because so many people were under this impression that there was this devastation of terrible healthcare in America and that it was not affordable at all. So like when you hear about people from other countries bragging about, oh, we get free healthcare, I'm like, okay, in the UK, even if you private pay, okay, because there is an option to private pay in the UK. I don't know about Canada. Just for a simple ADHD appointment, okay, whether it's to get your assessment or even a follow-up to get your medication, you're even private pay, not going through the NHS, you're still looking at like 6 months out before you can meet with a doctor. It took me 2 weeks to get in to see my doctor to get assessed for ADHD. And the only reason why is because he was the most popular one in the clinic. So it would have taken less time. We were all lied to, and so many people believed it. Courtney's like, Michael Moore, that's an insult. I'm the opposite. My doctors will give discounts for cash payments. We run some through insurance and pay out of pocket for others because it's cheaper. Sometimes it is. Like my earbud is dying. Wow, it's already been that long, huh? Also, I wasn't even using you earbud. It's just kind of sitting there. We're not listening to anything, but yeah, we were all lied to, and so many people believed it. And now here we are sitting here with this like shitty Affordable Care Act. Oh, it's just so stupid. Like, why? And what's suspicious to me too is employers have to report how many of their employees are insured, like have health insurance through them. And then they send you a document, essentially, like that's their way of like covering their butt. Like, this is what we're submitting to show that you have health insurance through us. And it's just so gross. Like, the government doesn't need to know about that. The government doesn't need to know if I have health insurance or not. The government doesn't need to have me pay any money for health insurance because it's not like I don't want to say it's not a basic right, but like at the same time, I mean, I don't think that it is a human right to be at the mercy of what we call an expert who is really just a human being who's fed garbage to treat us. Because let's be real. I mean, I was talking earlier about my psoriasis. I had to diagnose myself with that because when I went to a doctor for it years ago, uh, he did not diagnose me properly. But when you look at like when I was looking at my dry patches and then I was looking at pictures of psoriasis online, specifically mild psoriasis, I was like, oh, like this is what I have. Because I thought it was eczema at first. So I looked up what eczema looks like and I was like, this doesn't really seem right, but maybe that is what it is. No, it's psoriasis. It looks exactly like psoriasis. And to think like, sir, you're the doctor here. You're supposed to know what this is. But that's all the doctors are. All they do is that they have pictures of what certain things are supposed to look like or whatever, and then they diagnose. Or if it's like mental health situations, again, it's like, oh, here's a list of symptoms, and this was something that this is something that Lila had shared on a stream before. So again, like I'm not going to share that much. It's her story to share, but like she was saying that she got misdiagnosed with bipolar because she was very, very young and her body had natural hormone fluctuations because she's a woman. And she didn't understand. And she thought that she was having like terrible mood swings. And she thankfully wasn't able to like purchase her medication at the time, but was a prescribed medication for bipolar when she didn't even fucking have it. So like, is that a really a human right to be at the mercy of somebody who doesn't even know how to properly diagnose a condition? I don't think that's a human right. I think it's a human right to not have to deal with that at all. Like when friend of the channel Ashley was talking about her getting her psychology degree, and part of like not only classes that she took but like her test to actually get her license, she had to learn health insurance codes and which ones earned you the most money. I'm sorry, what? First of all, pretty much every doctor out there hires admin to do that. So like, that's stupid. But how is that healthcare at all? To memorize the health insurance, the health codes, the codes that you submit to health insurance companies that would give you the most money. All that tells me is that you are asking for misdiagnosis. That's all that it tells me. That you're just asking to have all these doctors misdiagnose their clients because they're just trying to get the most money and they aren't trying to just treat their patient. I think that's disgusting. I don't think it's a human right to be at the mercy of those people, to be vulnerable. Think of how vulnerable you are when you're going to a doctor. And they were taught the most expensive code to submit to a health insurance company so they can make the most money off of your treatment in your vulnerable state. That's what needs to be reformed. And now she's bisexual. Is she? I don't remember her ever talking about that. And when I hear bipolar, I think of a bear that likes boy bears and girl bears. It's only the white ones, though. Those ones are the meanest. Polar bears, they're the worst. The biggest cost of healthcare is the paperwork and bureaucracy for getting something covered. Oh, yeah. The issue is in the health insurance companies. It's not it's not in the actual affordability. It's in the health insurance companies. They're all health insurance companies need to be completely wiped out. They are all a huge scam, and they're not here to help us. They are here to take as much money as they possibly can from everybody involved. Why couldn't Courtney be the CEO of United Healthcare? She wouldn't have gotten shot. Yeah, because I would have actually I would have just gotten rid of it. Aetna is the absolute worst. Aetna needs to fucking go. Aetna is the worst health insurance company on the planet. Absolute worst. They are absolutely the worst. And here's the thing. Honestly, I don't think that it's because they're bad at what they do. I think it's because they're following everything that the government wants them to do to a T. They're doing everything they possibly can to scam people out of their money, but it's part of the corruption. But they need to go. We'll get rid of them. I think, to be honest, as much as I don't like Kaiser Permanente, I think that they could be really, really good if they stopped with the whole algorithm bullshit. Honestly, I think what needs to happen is if a doctor recommends something, prescribe something, whatever, it just fucking cover it. Don't care. Don't battle it. The doctor is the one who assesses the patient, not you dumb bitch. So you can shut the fuck up. The DEA needs to stop being involved. The FDA needs to stop being involved. I had issues where like my doctor prescribed me a little bit more Adderall than what my insurance company would cover. Now, here's the thing. If I didn't have insurance or if I was just only paying out of pocket no matter what, this wouldn't have been a problem. But my doctor would give me two prescriptions so that like one would be insurance covered by insurance. The rest would be out of pocket. And it was a hassle every fucking month trying to get it filled. I got my account was flagged for drug misuse at one point in time. Like it was a absolute nightmare. And I'm like, these motherfuckers don't even know what I look like. They don't know who I am. If I was wandering around the aisles in the store and the pharmacist came out to go on, whatever on a break or whatever, and they saw me, they wouldn't be like, "Oh, hey, Courtney, how's the dog?" Da, da, da. They wouldn't care. They wouldn't give a shit. They have no idea who I am. They have no idea what my symptoms are. They have no idea why I was taking the amount that I was taking or why I was even taking that drug. They don't even know what ADHD is, by the way. Because the shit that I have to go through in order to get my medication filled. I'm like, do you not understand what ADHD is? Do you like not know what that is? Because executive dysfunction is a big part of it, and you're making me do all this shit. And on top of that, you're being dicks about it. But the DEA doesn't know who I am. The FDA doesn't know who I am. My doctor knows who I am. My doctor sits down and talks to me. My doctor is the one who understands my symptoms and understands why I would need the amount that I needed. And I'm telling you, I was a completely different person taking that amount. I was a lot thinner. But I actually was, I did not struggle whatsoever with executive dysfunction at that time. I was like, the second I got up to the second I went to bed, every shit was getting done. And now I'm like, would be nice if the DEA would just get the fuck out of my business and let me take the medication I want to take. Here's the thing, DEA, why the hell do you care Why the hell do you care if I do end up taking too much? Well, oh no, what's going to happen? She's going to clean out her fridge? She's going to have enough time and energy to like work a second job and get her car fixed? Like literally the worst that's going to happen is like, because it's a stimulant, I'll end up having like heart issues, but that's why they take my blood pressure when I come and visit. Hello. And even fully dosed, my blood pressure is still low. So, and you don't give a shit if I'm at risk for heart condition. You don't, DEA. You don't give a shit. That's the only thing that I'm at risk for. Everything else is just like, oh, shit. Is she going to actually brush the dog's teeth and clip all their nails and poop scoop the yard and shampoo the carpet today? Well, we can't have that. Is she going to drink all of her water today? Oh my God, is she going to actually work out? Like, fuck off. Stay out of it. Like, accuse me of being a drug addict because I'm taking a medication that's actually like benefiting me and is a lot like putting me in a position where I can actually like wake up feeling refreshed, where I can actually like get some things accomplished, where I can think straight. Hi, Croc. Cricket. Oh, big stretch. Come here, Cricket. Come here, honey. Oh, she's such a shit. Taco. A little naughty girl. You're just a naughty baby. You're such a baby girl. You're so cute. She's very cute. The ADHD queen. I know. Hello. Up. Russell. Hello. Courtney, we can see you. You're not fat. Well, I was much thinner. Okay. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, if I go to my page. I hate how I can't do this like similar of a search on my desktop. Oh, you know what else I can do actually is I'll just do there we go. And we'll just go like this. Oh, shut up. Like that. Okay. Save. Okay. This is very complicated and kind of retarded to have to do everything like this, but we're going with it right now. All right. Courtney's not fat. She doesn't shop at Walmart. Not true. Before I got extra poor, I actually used to get my groceries delivered from Walmart. So I guess technically I wasn't shopping there, but I could not pay the annual fee this time around. So I knew that they had the good steaks and everything there was a lot more affordable. So I did go there not too long ago so I could get the good steaks and a few other things. But a lot of shit was locked up. So I still ended up having to go to Target. Okay. Nope. Oh, wait. window. There we go. So this was me. As you can see here, my stomach was way flatter. My boobs looked a lot better, but I guess my hands were above my head. So there's that. Look at how buff that quad is. Now, granted, at this point in time, I was, looks like I'm not like looking in the same direction as you guys. At this point in time, I was actually learning the Britney Spears dance. So for like a month and a half, I had been like working really hard at like dancing every single day for like an hour. So there is that, but I don't look like that right now. There's a lot of bat wingage there. I think I'm gonna start dancing again. I think I want to learn that dance, relearn that dance. Oh, stop, Courtney Brooke. You're not fat. You're not a 5. You're a fit 10 now and then. Listen, I know what I look like. What I look like. Okay, I know that I actually haven't stepped on a scale in a while, but I know I've gained weight. Yes, and film it. Yeah, I did film it last time, and it was fine. This time might be a little bit better. I want to learn that one, and then I also want to learn whenever, wherever we're meant to be together, I'll be there and you'll be near. Maybe what I'll do is film that for members only content, and then I can set up the members only. I can set up members only stuff. Whenever, wherever. Woo, I lost 50 pounds since April last year. Nice. Way to go, skinny. I did not. But like just last night, I could not stop eating. Well, it felt like I could not stop eating. It wasn't like that bad, but like 2 nights in a row, I kept thinking like I want to eat more, I want to eat more. And it wasn't like I ate a shit ton, but I ate like the one last thing and then I was like, "Oh, that was a mistake." The night before last, it was peanut butter toast. And last night it was a second piece of cake. But I will say the second piece of cake, I made sure it was like much smaller. Like it was just kind of like a meh, instead of like a honky chunk. But even then I was like, I didn't need to fucking do that. But then again, I had like a small soft taco, and all it had was like some ground beef and some cheese in it. And like I dipped it into like I had some sour cream and guac on the side that I would dip it in here and there. And then I didn't eat anything at all for like ever. And I was like, I don't need to eat for the rest of the day. It'll be fine. But it was like 6 hours later. I was like, oh, maybe I needed something. So I had like what? Hey. So I had like one cheese quesadilla and one piece of cake, which was like, again, not a huge honk and chonk. It was like, I guess, kind of average. And then I made like a Philly cheesesteak scramble. And I couldn't even finish it. I was like, this is way too much. And it was, again, like an average size. I had like this small like appetizer plate and I just put like a little bit on there and only ate half of it. And was like, this is too much. And then later, I was like, okay, maybe I'll finish a little, maybe I'll have some more. I finished it and then I have like a sliver of cake. So I was like, I don't know. I don't even know if my calorie count was even like, I don't even know if I was like in excess of calories compared to like my movement. And I don't know. I just feel like maybe it was none of that was even like a full meal. It was all like part of a meal. You know, like usually if somebody has a soft taco, there's like if they get it through like Taco Bell or Taco Time, there's like a side of sorts like the nacho fries or Mexi fries or whatever. Get it at like a sit down restaurant. There's a side of like beans and rice. I didn't have any of that. There weren't multiple courses, you know. And does Courtney read books? I haven't in a while. I haven't found anything that I really want to read. Is Plotbot just retarded? Plotbot, I think, is constantly having a stroke. Don't be so hard on yourself, Courtney. It's never as bad as you think. I know. Well, and the thing is, like, I think what it comes down to is, especially in the moments where I'm like, I really just want to eat something or whatever. I'll eat something and then I'm like, oh my God, I'm so full, it hurts. And that's when I'm like, I really start like, what the that was completely unnecessary. And part of the reason why it was unnecessary is like, why did like, why did I obviously didn't need that because I couldn't even, I barely finish it. It made me feel like, it makes me feel shitty. Right. So it's not even as much as like, did I actually eat too much? Maybe I don't know that at the end of the day, did I eat too much? Or was it just completely unnecessary in the moment? Cause I think it's more, I have a problem. Like obviously at night, I want to eat when I don't need to. When I'm not hungry. It's obviously not necessary because I'm too full or whatever, you know? Become a witch. I already am. Yay. Let's send Courtney some Omaha steaks or something. Yes. Yes. Steaks. Steaks every day. Steaks every day. I love steak. At what time does Plotbot turn into Nightbot? Plotbot is Nightbot can't get on Plotbot's level. Yum. Carnivore diet. Bacon, beef, butter, eggs, cheese. My only issue is ever since I quit drinking, my body like desperately wants me to consume sugar in the worst way. And I do think like one thing, now granted, I've heard that once you get past like a certain amount of time, like it's like a week or something like that, the sugar cravings go away. I am just mentally not strong enough for all that. I'm going to need to be like hypnotized or something. Cause it's honestly like it can be very painful for me to like try and fight off a craving. And I'm like, yeah, I'd rather just have like a small portion of this and get that like thought out of my mind than try to overcome it. Um, you know, but I would like to eat a lot of beef and bacon. I stopped using pretty much any oil except for like coconut oil and I don't even like using olive oil anymore, but the occasional olive oil. Um, but for the most part, I use butter for like everything, cooking, baking, like anything. I just butter, 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 butter. Um, and on it, I feel like that has actually changed a lot for me. Like I do feel like it's made a positive impact on me, and my food is just better. I noticed like I ran out of butter, and I still have a little spray can of some olive oil, and I used a little bit of that making eggs, and I just want butter, 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 butter. They say 2 weeks to quit sugar, but I don't believe it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I've never tried coffee. They say that coffee curbs sugar cravings, but I don't know. I drink coffee every day. I drink zero sugar pop and a lot of water and coffee in the morning, and I eat meat and cheese and protein yogurt and cottage cheese. Yeah, for the most part, when it comes to like the liquids I drink, it's really just like coffee or water of sorts. And then Shunga choo choo. Come here, honey. What are you doing? No. Come here. Chunga, 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 choo, choo. Hi, do you want to go lay down? You can go lay down. I just want everyone to say hi. All right. Anyway, does anybody want to clip some of my streams for free? I have some timestamps written down for some of them. I even started putting together a thing for Dank DeMoss. All the times that we talked about her. It's just too painful for me to get through it. Whew, my body hurts. Oh my God, I totally read this wrong. Sugar is in everything, sugar and corn. I thought it said sugar and your mom. And I was like, my mom is in everything? Colton, why would you say this? You don't need any Botox in your forehead. We are not talking about that. So I don't know why you would bring it up other than you think I need it. The only way to quit sugar is to take up street drugs. I love that. Do you think I should go with cocaine or meth? I'm more of like a cocaine kind of person, I think. You know? Oh, yeah. After drinking zero sugar soda for so long, sugar soda tastes gross to me. Same. I don't like sugar soda like at all. Like so many people are like, ugh, Diet Coke sucks. I'm like, listen, that's the only. Yes, I got myself used to it when everyone believed that that's what made you skinny. But I'm telling you right now, I can't drink like regular soda now. I just can't. My neurologist told my parents never to give me diet drinks because the sweetener messes with your brain. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense because all I've ever consumed, the only soda I've ever consumed in the last 20 years is diet soda. And let me tell you, I am tarted. I leave for an hour and Courtney's talking about picking between cocaine and meth. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Are you surprised? Coke has a better track record. I know, but the problem is it's all laced with fentanyl. I'm going to have to like go to Colombia myself and like pick the coca plant myself and just make it at home. Just the trad wife of cocaine. My body. I bought fentanyl that was laced with coke. Did you try it or you just it's just like hanging out with it? It was just there. So anyway, this is cool. This has been a lot of fun. My body hurts. Wait, what? They still use coca leaves in Coca-Cola. Coke is the biggest harvester of coca in the world. It even dwarfs the cartel's coca crop. So they changed the cocaine formula in Coca-Cola? What? What? I don't understand. I don't understand. The best way to die alone is to take somebody with you. Or wait, the best way to not die alone is to take somebody with you. Healer, that is some great advice. There you go. They don't use coca leaves in Coca-Cola anymore. Or did they just change the cocaine formula so that it wasn't cocaine, but it's just like a different recipe from the coca plant? You can't tell me that's like real cocaine. It's not. I was just watching an interview with a guy who said that all Coke is laced with fentanyl now. Wait, Coca-Cola or cocaine? Because there's a big difference there. I don't like that we have to figure out which one we're talking about, though. Coke is better than Pepsi, but Diet Pepsi is way better than Diet Coke. Thoughts? I don't know. I have only consumed Diet Coke in recent years. Diet Pepsi, because, okay, so Coke is sweetened with ginger and Pepsi is sweetened with vanilla. I definitely think that Pepsi is way too sweet. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think I would have to drink a Diet Pepsi, and I just haven't in so long. Coke is gross, but they should put cocaine back in it. Yeah, no, they should. Isn't Diet Pepsi the thing with the Mentos volcano? Fuck if I know. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, push-ups. What do you mean? Yeah, my body is getting mad at me. My body's like, ma'am, you've been sitting here for 3.5 hours. Stop sitting here for 3.5 hours. So, I'm just going to like stay hanging out for 3.5 hours. Russell Hall, thank you for the $2. Mentos causes a violent reaction with Diet Coke. Only Diet Coke? Not just like soda in general, but Diet Coke? I'm trying to decide on sushi or pizza. Sushi. I only say that though because I usually I haven't had I haven't had a sushi lately. I don't remember the last time I had sushi, but I have pizza like all the time. Sushi. Sushi. I love that Plotbot is just like having a conversation alone. The KGB was on mustard. Swedish. Cool. Lesbian Visibility Week. Earl Grey tea in the Sahara. This is something I think that could just be peanut butter. I feel like this is like a song that was put together by some liberal arts college student. Yeah, I think the bot is malfunctioning. Or I think that's what I'm going to have to do is when the stream is over, go back and look at everything that Plotbot put in the chat and then just put that all together and turn it into a song. That'll be fun. Just you wait and see. I love when Courtney goes on Simpcast. Thank you. I like going on Simpcast too. I think it's fun. Plotbot is basically, what Plotbot is reminding me of? Remember that song, New Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick. Now I think it's fly when girls stop by for the summer. That's Plotbot right now. You like Fun Dip and Cherry Coke? I like the way you laugh when I tell a joke. When I met you, I said my name is Rich. You look like a girl from Abercrombie and Fitch. That's Plotbot right now. Oh, Russell Hall, $5. What? Okay, I guess somebody got a raise. Oh my God. Reddit NSFW, the best Reddit before they took it down, had a clip where a girl did a headstand, got a Diet Coke enema, and dropped Mentos in. Not good. Did her insides blow up? I feel like her insides blew up. That guy is dead. The main guy. Actually, so LFO was made up of 3 people. And at one point somebody left and was replaced. There weren't like 4 members all at once. So somebody was replaced, but 3 of the 4 people that were a part of that group are dead. Yeah. So pretty awful. Why are they dead? One of them had cancer. I don't know about the other ones. I don't remember, but yeah. That group is cursed. Well, they're dead. So, yeah. Hopefully that other guy is still alive. I don't know if he is. I haven't checked. Russell again with the $2. Thank you. The Coke shot in both directions. You mean like out both ends? Like out the mouth and the butt? Both directions. I feel like there's multiple directions if it's shooting back out of the butt. Do you mean at both ends? It ends with Coke and Mentos. Towards the mouth. I don't even. Okay, I think Russell is running both We Was Magas and Plotbot. I'm sorry, I can't give you any money. I'm unemployed. Hey, that's not that. I mean, that's fine. That's totally fine. Just make sure you like, you subscribe. That in itself helps. Just being here helps. You know, every little bit helps. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can just get ad revenue. You know. How do I do that? Well, I need to clip my stuff again. That actually helped my channel so much, but I just like. Courtney, can you activate memberships in March so I can work you into my billing cycle? Yes, I need to yes, and I did find out the reason why people don't know that there's a 99-cent tier is because you have to customize it. Like it suggests that you do this one's really popular. You have to go through and customize it, and you can start off at 99 cents a month. So I think what I might do is just like maybe do 2 tiers and do like a 99-cent tier and then like a $3.99 or $4.99 tier, and then we can kind of work around that and see, because I just need to get some like content planned and all that. And YouTube finally like let me set up an actual payment so I could get paid. And now I'm like, well, okay, are you going to give me the money or what? So that's another thing too, is like, I want to make sure they're actually giving me my fucking money. Oh my God, they are a pain in the ass when you have to get it. Like at one point, they're like, okay, so you have to set up the like a form of payment, right? So like, are we gonna do it through like one specific thing? Because you can do Hyper Wallet where you can attach whatever payment you want, like Venmo or PayPal or whatever. Or you can specifically go, I only want you to go strictly just through PayPal or whatever, or just through Venmo. So like I was like, oh, anyway. So they're saying that I needed to do that, but before I could even do that, they had to like send me a code in the mail, and so I had to wait for the code to show up. And it was just like basically they would go, you have to do this step. First one was like to verify my identity, which I'm like, I already fucking did that. Like, send us a picture of your driver's license. I was like, I did that. I did that. You didn't even let me stream without doing that. So why do I have to do this again? And then after I did that, it was like 3 days later, they're like, okay, approved. We're going to send you this code in the mail. But then it kept saying like, you have to also like set up a form of payment. And I was like, okay, can I just set up the form of payment while I'm waiting for the code? Nope. I had to wait for the code to show up. Then after I entered that, it was like, okay, you're going to have to set up like the payment thing. I'm like, okay, can I do that? No, we have to like confirm this. Well, I get what? It was just a nightmare. It was just so stupid. I'm like, why can't, if I'm waiting for this thing to happen or whatever, why can't I get started on the next step? So annoying. Oh, I need to write this down. Somewhere. Okay, there we go. No rush. I know YouTube is retarded. Yep. Did Courtney monologue over my donation? Yep. Yeah. Wait. Yep. Okay. What was I even doing? All right. Healer. Healer with the $10. Thank you. Thank you. Treats for the doggos. Thank you. I will let them know. Rumble isn't retarded. Rumble is extra fucking retarded. It is unusable. I can't use it. I don't even know how to use it. Maybe I'm the retarded one. It's unusable though. Like, I'm sick and tired of using it or trying to. Stupid. All right. My body hurts. I need to stretch, and today is Wednesday. Okay. Well, either way. What I'm going to do. Did you brush your hair today? No. I did one of these while I was blow drying it. Andrew Thomas, hello. We're getting ready to wrap up. I've been here for 3.5 hours and my body hurts like crazy. So anyway, what was I just thinking? Okay. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go look up the chat and copy and paste everything that Plotbot said so I can turn it into a song. And then I think tomorrow night we're gonna do another late night situation. We're gonna start a little late and party until the wee hours. You need to get a better chair. Yes, but the chairs are like very expensive. I mean, I hate saying expensive. They're just way, way, way out of my budget. I'm gonna have to get like a shit ton of super chats. In order to pay for it. Anyway, my body hurts. I'm up until 5 a.m. tomorrow. Well, I think tomorrow something, whatever. I don't know. What? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm distracting myself. Anyway, so tomorrow we're going to do a late night stream. Starting at like 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern. And yeah, just have a party. Oh, I have to get up at 4:30 on Friday. Boo earns. Well, that's all right. There will always be a replay. Which the replay is not as fun. I fully admit the replay is not as fun. But hopefully I can get a person to clip my stuff for free, and then maybe I can just get like some long form videos going of all the highlights. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying to like rotate out, like doing different times each. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Tomorrow's my Monday. Well, when you get off of work, we'll probably be partying. I want Courtney to help me find a girlfriend. I'm an incel. We'll stop being an incel. All right. Well, next stream, we're going to discuss what men can do to stop being an incel. First things first, pay attention to the shit that you actually want. Anyway, maybe you need a boyfriend. Me? Oh, him? The fuck healer. Frank, sleep is overrated. We stay up like men. I think I'm a woman then. I stay up all the time, but that's just because my brain doesn't stop. Anyway, I'm going to go. I got to stretch. I got to move my body around. I need to get a standing desk situation thing so I don't have to deal with this torture anymore. And then, yeah, tomorrow we're doing a late night party. What's sleep? Fuck if I know. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to do late night. And then I might try and squeeze in one more stream on Friday just because it's the last day of the month. You never know. You never know. But we'll see. Because last week when we did our late night thing, it was like 12:30 or something like that, my time. And it's still like, woo, I got up to feed the dogs. And then like, I was so tired. I was like, I don't think I can have a day. I don't think I can have what? Okay. Anyway, see you tomorrow night. Bye. I guess that just means we're having to do this again. Oh no.
To an end, stars are fading, lights descend. Thank you for this time we spent. Memories shared, hearts will mend. We had such a great time here. Laughter, love, and moments dear. Every smile, every cheer. Now it's time to disappear. Oh, I will miss you till we meet again. Take care, my friend, my heart will tend. Until the day we start anew, forever hold on nights to you. Walking out into daylight, city's glow turns into night. Hold these moments nice and tight. In my dreams you'll shine so bright. Every goodbye leaves a trace of a night we can't replace. Take care in every space. Till next time we will embrace. Oh, embrace. I will miss you till we meet again. Take care, my friend, my heart will tend. Until the day we start anew, forever hold on nights to you. Only goodbye leaves a trace of a night we can't replace. Take care in every space. Till next time we will embrace. Oh, I will miss you till we meet.